Ladies and gentlemen, we're so excited about tonight's night 2 of the 1,500 subscriber special on Sportswire Radio. I wanted to go on early here, and I want to go on with somebody first. We're going to bring everybody on. We're going to get to all the big names. We have Pitbull number 3, Christopher Anino, coming on here in a little while. Yes, my employer, Heshi Tischler, will be here at 10 o'clock, probably to fire me. This will be the night he'll finally fire me. We'll come back to that. We'll get to some of the usuals here on Sports Bar Radio. They're going to come on here. I'm going to give them the link in a few minutes, but I really want to be here first, and I want to present this man with something. And before I do that, the reason I want to introduce this man first is because back nearly 3 years ago, it was July 2022 on Sportswire Radio. Now, certainly Sportswire Radio had been around a long time. We had done UK wrestling coverage. We had done stuff covering college sports, regular sports here and there. But it was this man, in many ways, that started it all, because he was the first BYW wrestler to come on this platform. And boy, what an interesting ride it has been. And really, this man, sure, it's Omen Black's platform. Sure, it's all the success goes to Omen Black. But really, it is this man that figuratively and literally is responsible for all these big names like Pitbull, Gary Wolf, and Rhino, Savio Vega, all these bands that have come on, Blabbermouth.net mentioning Sportswire Radio, Grand Funk Railroad, we're an American band coming on here in 2 weeks. It's really because of this man, Sean Jovi, the legendary, one of the most beloved figures in BYW history, a man that has certainly done so much, continues to go out there. He is truly the last real link from the GBYWN era out there. Yes, there's other names here and there. Doc Holliday is kind of active, but this is a man that is truly the last full link in the backyard circuit from the GBYWN era. Most certainly, we're going to talk a lot about that tomorrow night. I have a feeling we'll be seeing the Resident Rockstar at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time for that one. But really, I want to say thank you to you, Sean Jovi, the Resident Rockstar, because maybe you could say, if it wasn't for Sean Jovi, where would Sportswire Radio be? And we wouldn't be where we are today. And, I just wanted to start off with you because of the importance of really what you've meant to this All Wrestling Matters movement and just everything that you've seen develop here on Sportswire Radio.
It's been an honor, Tom. It's been a wild ride for all of us. And to kick this off, I think we should do a toast. I'm sure you're not much of a drinker, but
I don't drink literally, but drink
your Resident Rockstar does enjoy a good shot of Fireball, so we're gonna toast all of us here on Sportswire. Grab your water, grab your beer, whatever you're drinking tonight.
I got something better for it. I'm gonna go like this.
A soda, nice diet soda, whatever you want.
Well, I'm gonna go.
I say cheers for 1,500 subscribers and many more to come. All Wrestling Matters, and you know what it is. It's time to start partying it up. So here we go. Thanks, everyone.
I did the claps for it. And so
I was wondering where that came from. I'm like, oh, he's got the soundboard.
Yeah, we have a new soundboard here. Yeah, we've certainly upgraded here.
Good investments.
Yeah, well, we'll have more investments. I see some names here in the chat. I'm gonna bring them on here in about 10 or 15 minutes. They're going to come on here. Some of the names, whoever wants, will bring them on here. And I see you. I definitely say hello to you. But really, I do want to say thank you to you, because really, I mean, if it wasn't for you, I mean, maybe I'm, still on Facebook. Maybe I'm covering, British wrestling still. Maybe I'm doing college sports and, I don't know. But you really... It's all, to quote Tupac, all because of you. It's all about you, Sean Jovi. It's all about you. It's all about the Resident Rockstar Sean Jovi now. I mean, so it's really all about you here. I know we're going to get to some of these people, and I'm going to give them that chance, but I want you to be here for a few minutes just to, take it all in, sir.
It's a lot to take in, Tom, and I want to be honest, if you don't mind me telling a short little story here.
You can say anything you want. You're in prime time. Try to slice the platform you built. Go ahead.
Well, when once upon a time I started coming on here, I'm going to be honest. I wasn't sure what was going to happen when me and that other person started coming on here. When I ran RCW in 2009, I started traveling to Indiana, and that's all well documented, but it kind of in a way led to the downfall of my federation and my time in Wisconsin backyard wrestling. And when the foundation opened up and gave me their spot by forcing me in, I was nervous about this.
Yeah, I remember that because you didn't come on here for a while. You weren't talking. I remember it. Yes, I do.
Yeah, and I was literally worried history would repeat itself. And though it did, it was for the better this time. It wasn't a sad, 10-year hiatus of on and off wrestling on a trampoline, a base, a ring, wherever I can do it. It's been the biggest ride of my life. And I couldn't thank you, Soldier, Omen, any of those guys enough.
Well, you need to thank them because, we just had the platform where you obviously had to go and deal with that stipulation with you and Soldier and, what happened in September in 2023, And
yeah, and that's something that'll never be forgotten anywhere in the backyard community. That was a game changer right there. What Soldier and I did in that yard in a 3 Doors Down match, it was easily the biggest moment of my career. And the biggest
and it led to the IMF right afterwards. If you want to think about it, IMF goes into venues with Winter Clash a couple months after that,
Yeah, and everything just happened so fast, and it was a good kind of fast. It wasn't like we rushed this, It was a fair pace fast to where who knows what was going to happen next, and it ended up all being positive. We had Summer Bash last year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to announce now that I have some music videos coming out that I'm working on. I started working on them tonight out of boredom.
I hope you're not bored right now.
Well, no, hell no. I was need something to do while waiting to come on, Tom.
Oh, okay, great. Because I know some people. I would have been here earlier, but I had a phone call. But that's okay.
For the next couple of days from Summer Bash last year, just to get everyone hyped up for it this year.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit about that. Jake, who will be on here in a little while, and I'm going to bring some of the guys on here, and we'll get to them. But I definitely think Summer Bash is going to be very exciting. We talked about it Tuesday when Omen was here. We talked a little bit about it yesterday and certainly Thursday, and it's going to be great. I think that's going to be great. You have a YouTube page. We're closing in on 1,000 subs. So if you haven't yet, hit the sub button for Sean Jovi. But Sean Jovi, I know that you're very appreciative, and I know it's your platform. Technically, you were the first guy on it, but I actually did something for you. I know I don't have to do anything for anybody, but since it is a memorable moment, and I was thinking about this here as we were going to get ready to go on the air, and I'm like, you know what? I got something for Sean Jovi, and I got a couple of gifts here for different people throughout the evening. We'll get to that later on, but since you are here, and I want to do this because I think it means that much, and I think your significance to this platform definitely goes a long way beyond whatever you do for the rest of your career and what people think and who's the best, who's not the best, who's won the most championships, whatever it is. But I think you need to go into the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame again, this time for being the first BYW wrestler that came on to Sportswire Radio. So I wanted to do that for you. I wanted to make that possible tonight, and that's yours.
Thank you, Tom. That's probably my favorite one now.
You're gonna say the next one.
It's the change of the life for me, man. Like that was the moment. That first time I went on, that was the moment that I didn't think was gonna happen.
Well, it's happened, and you're going to get this here. And give me a few minutes. I want to bring some people onto the stage, and we'll certainly get to everybody one by one. But yeah, definitely for that. And I know we have some stuff in RCW ahead. And anything you want to talk about that before I actually ask you a completely loaded question here right afterwards. But what's going on here in RCW coming up?
So RCW, I haven't really gone too far into June, because we have 2 shows coming up, I believe. So I don't know if anyone's going to want to wrestle a pre-show as well. Mm-hmm. But if anything, we have the semifinals for the internet title. We'll have Mephisto and Jason Myers. I know it's been kind of a mess booking-wise because
don't admit that you have trouble booking right now.
Drop. So I'm giving Jordan Nets the automatic to the finals because he won that All Wrestling Matters video game tournament. Well, I'm like, might as well get something because I gave him a shot against Soldier, and Soldier said he doesn't matter. So I want to make him try and matter somewhat, despite the fact he's in the House of Wolves.
Well, I mean, you've got to do something here. And if you want to see some
Good owner,
RCW coverage here coming up, Sean Jovi and Mephisto's getting back on track. Big last few weeks for Mephisto, getting a couple of wins. And it seems like you're back on track finally.
Yeah, like I said, hoping the tag team change of pace helps me get back to where I need to be, and that's in the winning circle.
You did talk about at the end of the year last year that you wanted to be in the tag team division. You wanted gold. And maybe now this will be where you get that opportunity.
Exactly. It's a goal. It's a dream. And honestly, I never really thought much about tag team wrestling when I was younger. Like, it exists, but like, I never realized what was so special about it when I was younger. And that's because I have an autistic brother who couldn't wrestle with me, when I was younger, like I wanted. And I always thought it was unfair, even though it's just how life works,
It's unfortunately
like I never really got to connect on a tag team wrestling level. And then I met Mephisto. And
what has made him such a good partner to you?
Well, I mean, I don't know. There's just something where how like the cosmos align and something crazy happens. Like, that's kind of what it feels like. You got a guy who's literally mentally out of this world, that in a good way. And then you have the resident rock star, and just galaxies and stars align, and we got two big guys that love the 80s, and I think it's going to be great.
I think it's going to be really interesting. And you've got Dirty, and Dirty's also got his hands full here coming up in a few weeks also. I mean, I'm sure you're not too thrilled about that.
Poor Dirty. Well, he gets himself in these situations, but what can you do? It's Dirty. But honestly, it's a change of pace, and it's a new beginning, and I'm really excited for what's going on so far.
Well, we're going to certainly do that, and we're going to talk more about that. That's Sean Jovi's YouTube channel. I'm getting a couple of comments from people. If you are here, you're on the YouTube, you should. This is for Anastasia Racina. I'm going to probably butcher her name wrong, but if you click on to the video, you should see a chat on the right-hand side of your link here. So that's that. I do want to bring on a couple of people. I want to bring on, first of all, the unholy Jake Dvorak, because he's unholy. And I got the legendary Darkron here.
Yeah.
Let me run through some comments. I want to ask you guys. It's a loaded question. It's all for you. Let me get to some people here. First of all, Ox McCoy was technically the first one, not you, Sean Jovi. That was hours ago. Zilla was here last night, literally on the screen, and I don't know who. I think Ox was the first one. We got here my buddy, Mr. Kevin from the Indie Vision Network. And if you're here, by the way, do me a favor. Indie Vision Network just had on Dave Jameson. Go out there. Please support the Indie Vision Network. I hear from a grapevine and the birdies out there that Omen Black is going to be on their show soon. And that's up to Timothy Titan to go message them. But they're another page. They've had some really cool talent out there. Godric Samuel is here Tuesday night. Is there. Go out and check them out. Hit the sub button for them. We appreciate them. Zilla, I don't think you should come on the show after last night's performance, though. But thank you. Please stay in the chat, though. I think you gotta talk a little more. Yeah, thank you, Jake and Mr. Kron. I'll definitely get you on in a little while. I gotta bring on Mr. Pitbull, Christopher Anino in a minute. Yeah, we were early because I think the people wanted early. Austin Edwards, who's here Wednesday night, says hello. Yep, thank you, Yoshi. Yep, we're definitely. I don't know if we're heading to that many, but hey, you never know at this point. It's like a lotto ticket. Hit the sub button for Sean Jovi. We'll plug Wrestling Zero. Torrance Banks, if he wants to say hello, I'd be more than happy to have him come on. I want to say hello to the Taxman with Grappling with Canada from my internet radio station. When am I getting more podcasts from you for the radio? But the Taxman Grappling with Canada, he's done some really hard-hitting documentaries, kind of like Courtney Wood with the podcast version. And please follow Grappling with Canada on there. My buddy Anthony J. Finkel, who I know is waiting for my employer to come on here in about 45 minutes, Mr. Heshi Tischler. He'll be on to fire me probably, which will be good for some people. There she goes. There you go. My friend Anastasia Racina. I think I got it right. From San Diego. Yep, San Diego. And the Chargers don't play there anymore. But let me take this all off the screen. There we go. All right, so here's what I'm going to ask the loaded question for. Now, I don't know if you guys heard about it, but last night and I'm sure Heshi Tesher is going to have a field day with this when he comes on here at 10 o'clock. But they want to do something June 28th. Now, this June 28th, and why is this a special day? Well, apparently they want to do a roast on Sportswire Radio. No, we're not going to cook a pot roast. No, we're not going to have some roast beef. But you might want to have some roast beef at my expense with some of the jokes toward me. But what do you guys think about a roast here on Sportswire Radio? And what do you guys have a thought about being here for it?
I'm down.
But you
I'm
realize
down. I'd be down.
now you're down, but you realize you got to come up with a joke or two. You think you could do it?
I think I could. I think I
think
could.
you
I
could?
think I got it.
You could probably
I was concerned. I thought maybe Jovi and Darkron wouldn't be able to come up with too many jokes. I thought maybe that, they would not be able to. But you guys think you can come up with some jokes and, you can roast me a bit? You think you could do it?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah,
roast Tom.
they can do it.
You think you sure you could do it? Now, if it's June 20th, you sure you'll have plans? Well, Yoshi, we only got 10 people. I mean, we'll see. Maybe we'll give people a few minutes and we'll give everybody a chance. But I think we'll figure it out. We'll figure out who should be on. Yeah, we'll figure out who.
It's a good idea.
We'll figure that out. Yeah, we'll figure out who should be on. We'll figure out who should be on that. But so you guys think that'll be a good idea? So you think a roast? You don't think? You think people will tune in? Nah, you don't think anybody will tune in?
I think
No?
that'll be one of your better episodes.
I mean, that's some pressure there. I mean, even the tax man's he's the tax man. He said maybe he'll show up for that. And Dakota's maybe my buddy Anthony Finkel, who's here. Let me shout him out if he's actually still here. He's known me for 10 years. He would probably like to have the most shots at me. I'm sure he would love to do a roast on me. He's probably got 10 years. He's probably got 10 years of pent up aggression toward me. He would probably say, you haven't shown up to my birthday parties too much. You haven't shown up and supported me enough on things. You're always on Sportswire. I'm sure he's got 10 years worth of jokes ready to go. So yeah, that'll be one for the ages. So I'm sure he'll enjoy that. Hello to Austin Tyler, except that Reverend is about the nice. Well, I mean, these guys can come up with some funny jokes. They can definitely come up with some jokes. So you think we'll do it then? June. Now, what do you think? Do you think Anthony Steele should be here for that?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, of course.
You think so?
He got
Now,
plenty of jokes.
You think he'd come up with a joke or two? Because something tells me I think he might struggle with it.
I mean, he's got a pretty good impersonation of you.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty quick wit.
He's pretty quick wit. You think that he would be okay live? You think that he would be able to, come up with something? You think so?
I don't think it'll be hard.
I think so. So.
All right. So it seems like we'll figure it out. And anything else you guys want to say? Want to promote yourself while I bring on the next couple of guests and send out some links? So what's on your guys' mind here? You want to maybe don't give all your jokes up. We got June 28th ahead still. So anything else you guys want to talk about while I get the next person onto the stage?
I was just coming on to help celebrate your 1500.
That's nice of you. It's very kind of you. It's very kind of you to do that. That's really
I'm here for a good time.
Yep, and I'm here for a good time.
Exactly.
And I see Dakota said you've been training with her. Come back early so we can train together.
Who, me?
Yeah, that's what Dakota put. Come back early so we can train together.
It'd probably be July by the time I get back out there.
Well, I was going to bring up, speaking of Anthony Steele, you must be upset at him because I see that you got pinned by him. And not only did you get pinned by him, so did Il Drago. He stacked you and Drago.
I still kicked that damn head off, didn't I?
But you got pinned.
I fulfilled my promise.
Well, I mean, we'll have to find out. And, certainly Summer Bash is ahead. And, I mean, you must be excited about not having the responsibilities of hosting the event this year.
It's a big weight off my shoulders.
It's a big, heavy weight there. So
maybe I'll enjoy myself a little bit more.
Oh, that's good. I mean, so
not have the stress of everything.
Not having the stress of who's living in there and who's going to take a shower and who's not going to take a shower. And
well, who's wrestling who? Because we had to switch up everything.
Well, Jake knows about that. He had Riot in the Ring in the All Wrestling Matters hardcore tournament. He knows all about that. That's not an easy thing to do. And Jovi does it with RCW. He forgot who he's booked half the time. He just said it here on Sportswire. You just told us you forgot who's being booked.
Well, no, I just don't have anything lined up for the June show yet.
Well, you got 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
I got time.
You got Nicholas Crenton's out there. Find a match for Nicholas Crenton before he wrestles out there.
You already asked.
Maybe Thomas, you can find something to do for Thomas McEntee.
Oh yeah.
You can find something to do for a lot of people, I'm sure. You know, you could certainly do that. You know, Mr. Dvorak, obviously very excited to see you here again. And obviously I'm excited because you've obviously been a busy man. And anything on your mind here before I bring on the next guest?
I'm just here to help celebrate and just counting down the days until I get the All Wrestling Matters Hardcore Championship. But I'm
This
just here to
coming
celebrate.
Saturday. This coming Saturday.
Exactly.
Well, that's great. And I want to say hello to a man who I also owe an appearance to, Nikki Chooch, who, by the way, has a new page sort of where you can buy some stuff on him on Instagram. Definitely check that out. Thank you, Dakota. We appreciate that very much. And I do want to say hello to the man who's here before I bring on Pitbull, the new Pitbull, Christopher Anino. And of course, he had to be here. He had to be here.
Boss man.
The legendary Mr. James Taylor. And James, how you been? I mean, there wouldn't be no other way. And I'm definitely ready. And if I could, I would subscribe again because I could use a hug right now. But until then, it's so good to see you, James. And how you been?
Congratulations, 1,500 subscribers. That's a hell of a milestone, Tom Bryce. And
That's my name.
before you know it, it's going to be 2,000, then 2,500, and then hell. By this time next year, I wouldn't be surprised if you hit 5,000 subscribers.
You said last time, oh, you'll have 2,000 by like next month. Really putting pressure on us here. You were like, when we hit 1,000, you were like, we're going to get to 2,000. We're going to get to 3,000. I'm like, you know, it takes time, you know, to make a thing go right. You know,
It's a grind. It's definitely a grind. I think all these guys know that. It's a grind.
They all do. They definitely all know the grind. And I mean, certainly you have known that very well. And I mean, you have to figure out what's going on in ROEW, by the way. I mean, you guys don't seem to have a ring right now, and you seem to basically have utter chaos. I mean, James, you might certainly need to do some stepping there. Ain't no half stepping. I know we're going really old school in the hip hop world. Ain't no half stepping. So you got to certainly, you know, do more stepping and find a ring for them.
See, I'm in a good mood tonight, Tom. Try not to be in a bad mood, so I'm not going to think about what's happened over in ROEW because that's something that is on the back burner, something that I'm cooking something up. But right now, let's celebrate 1,500 subscribers, gentlemen. Mr. Jovi, Mr. Kron, Mr. Dvorak, or Jake. I mean, how are you guys doing? Here I am. I just thought I'd pop on here and say howdy. How the hell?
I do want to ask you something. So I'm sure you heard just before you came onto the stage. I do want to get your opinion on something. Is that on June 28th? You know, I agreed to it. It's going to be a roast. We're not having roast beef. We're not having pot roast. It's not going to be supper here on Sportswire. I am going to be the dinner, figuratively and literally. And what is your thoughts on a roast? And would you be attending? And do you have any jokes planned or prepared? You've certainly been here a lot the last 2+ years. And what is your opinions on a roast here on June 28th? You want a roast?
I don't know, particularly when it comes to a roast, you know. So
well, I mean, Tom Brady got roasted on Netflix. I mean, I hope
and Tom Brady, they did the thing at WrestleMania with Fluffy, and Paul Heyman kind of was like, "Whoa, that was wild." So
I will say this
whoever you want. I don't really got any jokes towards you, Tom, because you're too much of a likable personality that I.
You can come up with a joke. You can certainly come up with a joke. You know, you can come up with a joke. I mean, you know, you're a funny man. I mean, but I think, listen, you know what? It could be interesting. I mean, people, they like humor, and I'm going to have to I do have some surprises for it. I'll reach into the time machine. I'll probably reach out to employers. I mean, we'll ask Heshi about that. He'll be so excited about this. I'm sure he won't want to talk about
this
anything
is
else.
Your life.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll have plenty of stories on that. I'm sure there'll be other people here. I ran into somebody today that was like, I want to come on your show now about the roast. Mr. Joe, another former employer of mine. So he'll be, I'm sure if he's up. But I mean, you know, it'll be interesting. You know, I think, you know, maybe you'll be here for it. I would hope you'd be here for it.
I'll be here for it. You just send me the invite.
I will. I mean, but so you think it's a good idea or not a good idea?
It's a hit or miss. It's going to be 50-50.
Hit or miss. There you go.
I think people will tune in, and, you know, we'll say hello to everybody.
No. People will tune in. I'm just, you know,
I
can't control what other people say.
Well, what I will say is that I will say this. I will be using this button. We'll be we can't say certain things. We can certainly, you know, we can use certain. Then we'll go like this. I mean, we'll do things like that. We can't say certain words out there. I think certain individuals think they can say like every word in the book, but I can allow some things, but it'll be great. I mean,
Don't go too far.
Anything else that you want to talk about here, James? Anything else on your mind? Unless you want to hang out here the rest of the evening, or maybe you're ready about ROEW and in the future there. And I mean, obviously, I hope Natural Selection's listening to this right now.
Screw them guys.
Wouldn't that be something? Let's talk BYCW. We just had a show that just aired, and Blake Steele decided to get on there, the world champion. He decided to spit my name out. And what did he call me?
You're used to that recently. I mean, that's been going on for years with you people, especially recently.
I mean, hey, that's fine. I see it as a compliment, anything. But the knockoff Stone Cold who comes out and thinks that he's owed a championship. No, it's not I'm owed a championship. I'm going after Dalton Skull for my personal reasons. And the PWF Uprising title just happens to be in my sights. And instead of attempting to go after it, I'm going to take it. But Blake Steele seems to think that I've come in and stepped on his toes because he's the champion of the world when it comes to BYCW. But what he don't understand is that he's not in my league. He's not in my sights. He needs to stay in his own lane. So Blake Steele, if you're listening to this, stay back, kid. Watch and learn, because I'm going to teach the whole world a real lesson when I take on Dalton Skull for that Uprising Championship, and I take it from him at Speed Limit 6. So stay tuned to that, Punk.
Yes, and Austin Edwards is here Wednesday. We don't know yet on the time, but he will be here Wednesday. We'll have certainly coverage of that, and I think we'll all certainly be attentive to what happens there. And obviously,
I do have a question for Jake. Are you going to be at Summer Bash?
Never say never, kid.
I mean, wow. I mean, that's certainly saying.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, I want to see you.
And James, somebody wants a shirt. Never say never, kid.
Drago.
I love it. It's in the works.
It's in the works. Hell yeah. Well, the PWF championship has a dark past. Well, I mean, there's 2 PWF championships now, and obviously we're going to certainly figure out what the future is of both of those things. We're joined here by the High Chief, the Samoan Dragon, Mr. Il Drago, and we'll bring some people on here. In a minute or two, we're going to be joined by the new Pitbull, Gary Wolf's new tag partner. So make sure, be very kind here, be very gentle here, since we want to make sure Gary comes back on here. But Drago, wanted to see you here, and good to see you, my man.
Hey, it's always nice to be on Sportswire. Excuse my voice, coming over a little cold. But I just wanted to come through, celebrate, be here with everybody, the fans. Congratulations, Uso Tom and Omen on the.
Yeah, it's really Omen. Don't congratulate me, because there'll be a roast on June 28th. I'm sure you'll be here for. You got plenty of jokes, I'm sure, ready at my expense on the 28th. I'm sure.
Yeah. Omen's part of the show. We get to roast him too.
Well, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to figure out the terms, but I'm sure Il Drago will come up with some good jokes at my expense. I have no doubt.
We'll see.
But obviously, it's great, and hopefully, Drago, you finally get back on track here. I know, tough break with you and Kron against Anthony, by the way. Very tough break there.
Yeah.
But I really felt bad for you guys to get stacked there, and Dirty's gonna have to face the consequences.
I felt like I stepped on his toes too many times. I think
Dirty is gonna certainly feel those consequences. I mean, Joby, you talking to Dirty at all?
Yeah, he's on his high horse.
He's on his high horse. Oh, he's high. Oh, I get it. You said high horse.
Yeah, he just doesn't. He just won't be quiet, and I can't give him advice.
Well, I mean, that's going to be about, all right, now everybody be on your best behavior for a few minutes, because I'm really excited about this. This is a real honor. We are joined by the newest Pitbull, the man that is going to be the new tag team partner of the legendary Gary Wolf and Mr. Christopher Anino, Pitbull number 3. I mean, my friend, I know you're a busy man. Just to get you here is a big deal, and I just want to say thank you so much for being here, and just an honor to have you for a few minutes tonight.
No problem, guys. Pleasure's all mine.
And definitely give Gary my regards. Obviously, Gary liked a recent Jake Dvorak post, by the way, on Facebook, by the way. He did like it. Which
he did really like it.
He did. And what brings you here? And congratulations on uncertainly replacing Pitbull number 2, Tony Durante, and just really, I'm just fired up for you, and so happy to see the Pitbulls now could be coming to a place near you.
Thanks. But I never say that anyone's going to replace Tony. Anthony was just an amazing human.
Oh my God, he was
amazing
such a
person.
good man. Yes, he was.
Great wrestler. No one could ever replace him, really. So no, it's a great thing, man. I mean, it really is, and I never thought in a million years it would even happen. And I'm just very grateful for everyone that's involved, and thankful for Gary, obviously. And it took a very long time for this to even happen. At least, I mean, he was really testing me for the past 2 years to make sure. No,
Yeah, I saw you. I didn't even realize this, but I saw you on one of the ECW shows in the arena last year. I was like, oh, wait a minute. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I didn't realize that you were there. And that was it was Shane Douglas was there. The Dudleys were there. I think it was Super Crazy and Masato Tanaka, I think, were the main event or semi-main event. And Rhino was on the card. Of course, everybody knows Rhino. And you were there. And now it's official finally. It's been a long journey for you.
And there was one before that, too. It was an ECW reunion show that I believe Tim Embler was putting on. And
I didn't see the Tim one, but I saw the one in
Yeah.
April of last year. I saw that one.
Yeah, the one before that, I was on that one as well. And again,
Nice.
I walked the flag out with it was Anthony Durante that's on that. So
I got to ask you, because you're obviously now, a Pitbull number 3, and obviously just the heritage of what the Pitbulls have. And we see a bunch of different guys here that are out there wrestling and people here in the chat. And you have any advice for anybody here or just people in the chat going into wrestling, and any advice for them?
yeah, a lot actually, if you guys are up for it. The thing that I learned the most about this process was, quite honestly, the biggest thing, if you want to get into pro wrestling, stay away from negative people. Okay. That's one thing. 2, always take everything from what everyone ever gives you for advice with a grain of salt. Half of what they're saying might be true, half of it just might be opinion. But no matter what, still learn something from it. And
That's a good point.
3, the biggest thing is, and I was having a conversation with somebody. I was recently at the Crockett Cup, and I was talking.
Oh,
to
wow,
one of the
okay.
wrestlers. Yeah, I was talking with the wrestlers, and the biggest thing is, it's a test. They're always testing you. It's the only line of work where, say, you get a promotion, but they'll test you to see if you're going to stay. That's quite honestly the whole thing right now. So
That's an interesting point. That's a very interesting point. Wrestling such, there's a lot of negativity out there.
Yeah.
And, you just got to do the best you can and try to focus on the positives. And, certainly Gary has done that with you and just learning from Gary. And
yeah.
I mean, what's it like being
dude.
with Gary in a day-to-day
Oh, it's
basis?
great, man. Honestly, he's the best coach you could ever ask for. He's the best mentor. And again, like the one last thing I was gonna say is, if there's ever any negative, which is gonna be a negative to you in wrestling or entertainment or sports, because you're vulnerable, just turn into a positive. And you just, if you're mad at something, go for a walk, go work out, do something like that with your time. Just don't be around like negative human beings. And that's the only thing that got me through a lot of this stuff. Even when they announced me being Pitbull 3, and I'm in Gary's book actually.
I know. I have Gary's book.
Yeah.
I have it. I actually told you, hey,
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were my book.
I was like, I didn't either.
I was like one of the first
yet.
people to buy it, by the way. Thank you. You're welcome, Gary.
Yeah. So again, guys, it's really all it is but yeah, I mean, if you want to do this, you really have to have your head on right. You got to have a good mentor. I was lucky to have that with Gary Wolf and Jimmy Valiant, and Susan Tex Green and
Angel, by the way, shout out to Angel Orsini. By the
Angel
way,
Orsini was very helpful for me, and even other people too that I met, like someone like Brian Blair. Brian Blair was very helpful.
Oh, B. Brian Blair, the Cauliflower Club.
Yeah, Killer B. Yeah.
Killer B, yeah, guy had a long career in the WWF, and he's been very responsible for helping wrestlers with different injuries. And We're joined here by Anthony Steele. Anthony, I think I'm hearing some noise in the background, so if you could lower whatever it is. And we're very honored for a few minutes to have Pitbull number 3, the newest Pitbull, Mr. Christopher Anino, the legendary Christopher Anino, now a part of the Pitbulls. And, of course, our old friend Gary Wolf was here on Sportswire Radio. And obviously, Gary's in our Hall of Fame, and we love Gary on this platform. And so happy to see Gary out there now with the Pitbulls. And, I mean, I would love to see you guys wrestle in some places. I see some different companies here, and I mean, I hope we can see the Pitbulls in the ring soon.
Yeah, I guess Gary really wants to have this, and I do too. I want to have this rivalry with the Billington boys.
Yeah, I know them. Yes, you know what? I actually know a guy, Hammerhead Smith in the UK that wrestled Thomas Billington. Yep, actually very good MLW.
They're great. They're absolutely great, man, and we'd love to go against them and bring that back, bring back the rivalry, but also the fact of the heritage in a way where it
goes back to the 35 years ago. Listen, Gary spoke about that here.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you guys, the Pitbulls started out in New Zealand against the Dynamite Kid and Davey Boy Smith. God rest their souls. And now here we are 35 years later and the sequel. I mean, and I remember some sequels being really good. Rocky 2 was as good as Rocky 1. Terminator 2 was as good as Terminator 1. I mean, Batman Returns was certainly as good as Batman. And I think that this new version of the Pitbulls is going to be just as good. And certainly to see the Billington Bulldogs against you guys would be one for the ages. And,
it'd be great, yeah. And then we have a couple other surprises in hand that'll be coming up in the next couple months. Yeah, it's great stuff.
Now, I want to ask you one more question. I know you're a busy man, and we're going to be very kind on the questions. Some people have questions that, you know, you're a busy man. We're going to not let you answer those questions because you're a very busy man. But, I mean, I did want to ask you in terms of, I don't know what your thoughts are on this, but, you know, apparently on June 28th, they want to do a roast of yours truly, almost like the Netflix Tom Brady, where everybody saw that. And, you know, what do you think about that? I know, obviously, you're the Pitbulls. You guys are all, you know, rough and tough. And, you know, Gary's certainly a man that, you know, he's, you know, by any means necessary, no holds barred. And, you know, Gary's certainly a man that you don't pull any punches for. But, I mean, what do you think about that, a roast of yours truly? And you think anybody will tune in? And, you know, you've watched some of these shows. You know, Gary certainly got his opinions of me. You know, he's probably not the biggest fan of my interview skills. Do you think that'll be a good roast for you to tune in? And maybe even Gary should show up and come up with a joke at my expense.
They want to roast you?
Yeah, they want to roast me. And I was thinking, what do you think about that? I mean, Gary I'm sure would have a joke or two at his disposal toward me.
You getting paid?
We don't. With my bank account, these people will want to get paid to show up here.
Really?
You know, well, they might want that, but you know, what do you think about that? A roast? You know, you're a legend.
I mean, I think. Listen, if you're doing a roast, right, and it's at your expense, I mean, I would go big or go home on that one. I mean, like.
Well, I mean, Nikki Glazer is not coming on here. I don't think we're getting Nikki Glazer. No Nikki Glazer.
Oh God.
No.
Well, who do you have?
I got some of these people here probably. I mean, you could show up. I mean, Gary. Right. I mean, Gary could certainly be welcome. You know, Gary's welcome here anytime. I know he's a busy man. He's got another big interview coming up with somebody else this week, and you know. But Gary, I mean, Gary could be the MC for all I care. But Gary's a busy
that'd be
man.
nice. I think it'd be fun. Yeah, honestly, if you do it right, I think it'd be fun. I mean, if you're game for it, go for it. But you know, like. You should maybe make it an annual thing, actually, and then maybe you're the first to roast, and then do it next year and roast someone else or something.
No, we don't want. You know what? Some people, I don't know if they would want to have the heat in the kitchen. I'm a nice guy. I'll let people take shots at me. I'm a nice guy. I don't think, you know, most wrestlers, they may not. You said let's stay positive. These guys can take shots at me. I'll live. Trust me. My employer's coming on in 25 minutes. He'll be so excited about this. He'll be probably lined up for the first person to throw the jokes out there. But well, so you think it's a good idea then?
It depends. I mean, what do you gain from it?
I don't know. I mean, people feel good about themselves. That's always a good thing.
I mean,
I don't know.
I guess so. It's like okay. I guess go behind.
Well, I got Anthony Steele here, who's probably like he's been planning this for like 2 years. How you doing, Anthony? Nice to see you. Where you been?
How you doing, boss? Working, man, making bread, getting ready for
That's good.
Getting ready for the next couple of weeks, man.
Yeah, so I hear there's going to be a roast. I hear you're showing up.
Oh, most definitely.
See, yeah,
I
yeah.
just
Now
heard
I'm
about
showing up.
this. I just heard about this, and I'm 100% ready for it.
Well, I heard you were showing up, but so you think Mr. Pitbull number 3, Christopher Nino, it could be good, but we'll have to see. But yeah, if Gary has a joke or two, he's more than welcome. You're obviously welcome. Anything else you want to promote? Because I know you're a busy man. I don't want to keep you. I know you've got a lot going on here. And anything else? You guys have any events coming up? Anything that we can promote on behalf of the Pitbulls? I'll put the book
Yeah,
in a minute.
we're still in negotiations with a few things. I do know there's going to be some signings coming up for the book, and there's going to be a book tour.
Okay.
There is going to be a debut of the Pitbulls, and we're trying to negotiate what company we're going to do it with. And there are several places that want us. Thus far, we are. We did open up a new Facebook page. It's on
I did see that. Yes.
yeah, and there is a documentary that's being shot on the Pitbulls right now too.
Oh, yes,
So-
I did hear about that. That's really exciting. You're a part of the book and also a part of the documentary, and it's on Amazon. It's done very well, actually. The book is doing really well right now.
It's number
And
5 in pro wrestling sales.
Yeah, and I would like to give myself some credit for it because when I was promoting it, it was like number 26. Now it's at number 5.
Yes,
So,
that was right after. That was right before your interview, and now after. Yeah, he's doing real well. I
I
think
promoted it. I mean, I've put like so many clips of
Thank you.
his interview on my pages that I mean, certainly I think Gary could come on and probably have a joke or two at my expense. Maybe the royalties will go up. Yeah, Sean Jovi, you can take a break. We'll bring you back on. But does anybody have a question for Gary? For Pitbull number 3, Christopher Nino, or for Gary? Anybody have
You
a question?
answered the question I was going to ask.
What? What do you got?
What was that?
You have a question for Mr. Pitbull number 3? Anybody want to ask him anything? Anybody like to ask him anything? Well, before he gets going and gets to go to other things at hand, like prepare for more events. And yes, Anthony. Yes, Anthony, and please make sure it's a good one. Yes, Anthony.
So, did you get your sunglasses from Justin Parsley?
He doesn't know
They
who
look like
Justin
Mephistos, not Parsley's.
Mr. Anino, they wrestle in the IMF.
Parsley wears the same fucking sunglasses, motherfucker.
He does. Listen, Mr. Anino, you're a very listen. You don't worry about this stuff.
Hey, it's the 1500.
Thank you very much, Anthony. Do we have any real questions? Yeah. Do we have any real questions? Yes, James. Please be a good one.
That is a real question. I was asking
Anthony.
Man. Come on now.
Next
Mr.
question.
Pitbull, Mr. Amino, how long have you been in the business, and where is it that you started wrestling in your career?
Yeah. So I've been in about 10 years off and on. I had a severe back injury that I withstood when I was a firefighter, and I was a firefighter and a pro wrestler at the same time. And when I went to a call, I had actually gotten injured at one of the calls when I was a firefighter, and that put my wrestling career on the back burner for a number of years.
Thank you for your service as a firefighter, by the way. I know many firefighters where I live, and I actually knew the family of Steven Stiller, which is the Tunnel to Towers. So it's fire. I knew a lot of firemen, and unfortunately, some of them either were severely injured or their lives were ended because of September 11th. So
and also, as you know, the atmosphere there, unfortunately, because of the hazardous materials. That's why when they're now teaching firefighter 1, they teach us hazmat first. Because there's so many hazardous materials that are in all the building structures now. That's the other issue. So
it's a major issue, for sure.
Yeah. So anyway, I prior to that, I was an NCAA athlete. I was competing in the NCAA. I was an amateur. I was competing in the amateur athletic union. After that, I was doing powerlifting competitively, and in 2014, to try and get back in the ring, I set a world record. I pulled a 3,000-pound 3,000-pound SUV for a mile. You can look that up on YouTube. That's up there. WTNH covered that. I did that for cancer
Oh yes, I do remember hearing that. Yes,
Yeah,
actually, I do remember that. Yes, I
Terry
do.
Burner Breast Cancer Foundation.
Yeah.
I did that for Terry Burner
Yes.
Breast Cancer Foundation, and so then I started again and redid wrestling again, and then unfortunately I got injured again, and I just called it quits in 2016, I believe, and then again Gary found that clip, the world record clip somewhere, and he had friended me, and he had seen some of my bench pressing. I was bench pressing 500 pounds raw at one point, and he then reached out to me in about 2019, and
Wow.
so we started talking then. And I think he was playing around with the idea around that time, and then it's been a very long process just to get where I'm at. I mean, because at that
Oh,
point, I
it's a
mean,
long grind. Yeah, for sure. You
yeah, I
know.
mean, and it really took a long time because of, again, I didn't think I was going to wrestle again because of the injury, and the injury kept flaring up and kept getting worse. And you know, when I met Orsini, though, Angel Orsini, CW originally Angel Orsini,
Yep.
she's the person who taught me about yoga. She taught me about nutrition. And I mean, the reality is it's been a long process just to even be myself again. So, I mean, I think that's more of the story behind all this. Um, and you know, I mean, a lot of people maybe they have a setback in their life, and they wanted to do something. And I think again, it goes back to the original thing where you just got to keep going and trying. That's the
That's
big
it.
thing.
No, you know what?
Yeah.
And those are great advice. I always live by those advice. I do want to ask. Obviously, we have a company that some of the guys wrestle in, the IMF. Could be a place maybe that you guys might want to look at coming up. They have a bunch of dates here. If maybe the promoter of that company, Mr. Gary Patrick, who I know is out there, might
Right.
want to book the pit bulls, I think that would be a really cool thing. They've got a slew of great wrestlers on their roster. Some of them are here, like Anthony Steele, who, by the way, is not going to ask another question after that debacle of a question. You're not going to ask another
Yeah, I
question.
don't mind. You can ask me anything.
Well,
I
no,
don't,
that was a he. You don't
I
not
don't
know who
care.
Justin Parsley is, but the point is that certainly we'd love to see you in the IMF. They draw big crowds. They have some great wrestlers on their roster, like Justin Parsley, like sometimes Darkron, like Sean Jovi, like Omen Black. It is his platform, and Damian Saint's a part of their roster who's done a lot of great things in the independent wrestling circuit, and that would be, I think, a place that maybe we could certainly connect you guys with. I do want to say hello to some people. Tyson Spade, Gabe Sayers, another company that he has out there, TF Crew. If they, we'll talk about them tomorrow. Maybe they're interested in booking the Pit Bulls, and obviously, yes, Chase. I don't know how Chase is. Chase Wakefield here, by the way, but if he's here, there he goes. Yes, thank you so much. But hope he's doing well with the moving, and yeah, that's very exciting, and we hope to see more from the Pit Bulls in the future. Angel, I think Angel's got to come on Sportswire. You got to set it up for me. I love to have Angel on here. Angel's got a lot of great stories.
Yeah.
Angel Orsini is one of those true legends here. And I know you're a busy man. Is there anything else you want to talk about before I let you go, or anything else the guys here want to ask Mr.
Yeah, you
Pitbull?
guys can ask me anything. I don't care.
Anybody else want to say anything, or ask, or we'll move on?
Thanks for your advice, words of advice. Like, I appreciate it.
Yeah. No, I mean, anytime, man. Because honestly, I didn't think I'd be here a couple years ago, man. This is a whole dream
Yeah,
of a lifetime.
I'm kind of in the same boat. I had a rough year last year, so it's like I'm trying to find motivation again. I'm having a hard time because
Well,
I was
What's
diagnosed
going
with
on?
bladder cancer last year,
Oh shit.
so I was like dealing with that and with chemo and everything. And then at 8 months after that, I lost 2 fingertips in an accident at work. So I was out for a while last year, and I'm just now getting back. What was it, January? The end of January, I think I just got back, getting back in the ring. So yeah,
So yeah, I mean, here's the thing, man. Like that's the whole different ball of wax there, but that still you could still work around that. Just keep going. See, like as long as you got a strong core and a strong will, you could still do this. That's the thing that I learned about this whole thing. I mean, just take it literally, even one move, one day at a time. That's really all you have to do. I mean, like my back isn't the best as my back isn't like 100%. It's better than ever, but it's not what it was. So I just work around it. So instead of working my back as much as I used to, I work the core more. I work the other parts of me more to make my
Did you
back
change your
strong.
style at all?
Honestly, the weird thing is this: I fly less. I was really more meant to do powerhouse stuff, and for the longest time I was doing drop kicks, missile drop kicks. When I first started out, and again, I did a firefighter gimmick when I started out as well as Rescue 911 Chris Valiant, and honestly, I was trying to do more flying, and then they finally put it in my head I'm not meant to fly really.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, that's obviously something that we'll keep in
yeah.
mind. Obviously, I do got to run because I got to bring on
Right.
Omen Black, and I got to get to my next guest. And I want to thank you for being here. And we're not going to ask you about trampoline wrestling. I know some people would like to ask you about that, but I'll leave that for a different topic in a different time because that some people have.
No, they wouldn't. No, we wouldn't. Don't let them lie. No, we
So,
wouldn't.
Anthony, we're going to go. Thank you very much, Mr. Anita. We're going to see you because I do have to get to my employer. Actually, I can't fit as many people. So thank you, my friend. We'll definitely talk soon. We appreciate that very much. And give my regards to Gary, and maybe we'll see him here on the roast.
All right, guys, take care.
All right, that was Pitbull number 3, Mr. Christopher Neal. Yeah, we're not going to ask Pitbull about trampoline wrestling. Sorry, Anthony. But we are joined by the man that's on his show. And,
don't say sorry. I don't want to talk about trampoline wrestlers.
Oh, okay, good. I thought we were talking about it.
Because then one name's going to pop up and no one gives a fuck about that name. So it's
Anthony,
okay.
we are going to say hello to Omen Black.
I actually had a couple questions about trampoline wrestling.
We're not doing that here because Heshi Tishler is coming on, and I can sense this is not going to go.
It's not even the question you guys were thinking I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask, hey, what's a good size for a trampoline if you want to do trampoline wrestling? A 16, a 20, a 22, 24?
We're going to say hello and thank you very much for tuning in and being here.
Circle, rectangle. There's all
I'm
different shapes
sure
and sizes.
that what we would like to certainly allow Mr. Tishler to come on here. And certainly not get in the middle of that because the man will then really
what
say
up,
that,
Omen?
Yeah, let's say hello. Hello, Omen. We're here. We're joined by some names. James Taylor is here. Darkron, Jake Dvorak.
Omen.
So congratulations, Omen. 1,500 subscribers. It looks like a roast on June 28th. Obviously, we're going to keep it PC on that roast. But because I will take that button here. I will certainly use it all day. But good to see you, though. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. And as we were talking last night, me and Parsley actually came up with a couple panel members, Tom, and we're gonna keep, like we said, we're gonna keep it respectful. And I know for sure we want James Taylor to be on the panel if he's
I think James Taylor should be on the panel. Why shouldn't he be?
Well, I just didn't say he can. Just want to invite him to be because me and Parsley are ultimately hosting we're the roast master, obviously. And if anyone knows anything about roasting, it's this guy, this fat fuck right here. Me.
Yeah, but I gotta still use the beat button. Yeah.
What the fuck did you say, Kron?
Nothing.
That's right.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Kron.
I hope you lose another fingertip.
Shut the fuck up, Anthony.
James, you shut the fuck up before you get kicked off that fucking panel. God knows you can't make it.
Okay, we're really going to say, let's focus here. Let's focus on the positives, please.
Now, there's more potential members on the screen right now, but me and Parsley want to get down a good roster for this roast. The funniest of the funny, and the people who've been here the longest, obviously.
I think certainly obviously there are names. I think
some people just really deserve to be on. Like some people who are really just funny that I know personally. There's 3 guys here that I know that are really funny. Just we want to get the good.
I mean, we got 6 great names, 6 great people here. Although Anthony, please keep it PG on that episode. Keep it PG.
Yeah, you can't say certain words, Anthony.
Mr.
PG-13.
You got to give me the mic. You got to give me the mic on that roast night. That way, me and you, we can
I don't know what
roast really, really well. Please, me, you, and Parsley.
Are you doing an impression?
We can just keep that going for the whole evening here.
Oh God, please don't.
Hey, listen, you might need to buy new batteries. You're gonna need to buy some new batteries. I'll tell you that. Right
Trust
now.
me, I have plenty of batteries on hand. We're not like other shows that have, don't have logos, don't know how to ask the questions. We don't have those things.
Let's stay on the trampoline and think he's relevant.
Oh, we're gonna not. I see where this is going. We're not gonna go there. I see where we're going with that. We're not gonna do that here. We're not gonna do that because Mr. Tischler is gonna be here in 10 minutes. He doesn't know anything about what you're gonna say, so we're gonna leave that.
I have a question.
Is if I will mute the is it non-trampoline related? If it's word
non-trampoline related.
If it is,
non-trampoline related.
What is
I
it?
have a feeling they're about trampolines.
If it's about the trampoline, I'm just gonna go.
About the trampoline.
I get it. People don't like
what
what James had to say on trampolines. I get it. I really do get it.
James, you're lucky you got to shoot on trampoliners because I've been wanting to for a fat ass fucking minute. Especially one in particular, but we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about it.
You keep bringing it up.
No, I want to plug a couple things because when you asked me the question, what have I been up to lately? Like I said, I'm getting some things prepared because not this weekend, but next weekend, I go back to Memphis to defend the IMF United States Championship at NOCW.
All right, that's good. Sounds good. That sounds good. I want to hear more about that.
If anyone's in the Memphis area on June 6th, come check out NOCW Summer Bash 7, where your boy will be facing John Alliser in a champion versus champion match. And then we also got to look towards the week after that, Omen. Drago, Jovi. Because on June 13th, the IMF.
Put that down.
The IMF takes over a bar in Cedar Rapids. And we're about to throw down and show down in Cedar Rapids. And the night afterwards, we got Rumble in the Wreck.
Well, clearly,
so
Anthony doesn't know the shows. 13th is a biker show at the Chosen Few Motorcycle, not at a bar.
I was told it's a bar. I was told it was the bar show. Thank you very much. So someone gave me false information. But we're at a biker show.
You might want to consult with your promoter and fellow roster members.
If anyone is in
that's why three of us look at you like.
Yeah, I was gonna say I knew it was a biker show.
Right.
If anyone
we all have the same information
is going to be in Palo or Cedar Rapids on June 13th and June 14th, come check out the IMF, where you'll see the likes of the IMF World Heavyweight Champion Omen Black, the IMF reigning defending United States Champion Anthony Steele.
All right, good. I'm listening.
Two bums of the foundation, Sean Jovi and El Drago.
We don't want to call them bums. That's certainly derogatory.
That's Ace's job to do
that's what they are.
It's derogatory.
Look, it's
except for El Drago. He's maybe not the bum.
I'll say
no one. We have no bums.
There's definitely some bums of the foundation.
Please, we do not have any bums. Continue though, please.
You're right. You're right. The bums of the foundation are the rock stars of the galaxy.
No, they are. We certainly love our rock star. We love all the IMF roster members. We love them all equally, please.
But I thought I haven't been on for a minute, and I try to stay off of here because I'm a busy ass fucking man with working and doing all my other bookings.
Yes.
God. Just wanted to plug a couple things, and I'm gonna go back to doing what I was doing. I love to see y'all.
Okay, well, I mean, Heshy's here in a few minutes. If you'd like to say hello to Heshy, he'll be here in a few
congratulations on 1,500 subscribers. Congratulations.
Thank you,
you earned it. You deserve it.
Well, Omen gets the congratulations platform.
I'm not
Congrats,
just gonna fucking let me be non-biased. Let me fucking all of us. Me, Omen, Jovi, Jake, Kron, James, Drago, and many, many more. We've all elevated this platform.
Yeah, I agree. All the companies, NEW, ROW, IMF, yes. DKW, yes. They've definitely.
And like this.
TF Crew.
This Sportswire Radio, I hope in like the next 5 years. I'm going to give it 5 years. being up there with the talks of like the Pat McAfee show.
Chris Blaine
You know,
I don't think I
yeah,
want
like
to do.
Chris
I don't
Van
think I want to
Vliet,
be
dude, like
Pat
this is going to be
McAfee.
one of the best podcasts, talk shows, whatever you want to count it. It's going to be one of the best to watch and be on.
Be the funnest
Like-
to watch, the funnest to be on.
Well, I think
And-
that we have a niche. I think that, you know, adding the music, you know, like Grand Funk Railroad, we're at American Bands here in 2 weeks. That's, I think, interesting. You know, I think that I don't know if I want to be Pat McAfee or Chris Van Vliet, whatever his name is. I mean, because they only cover
Van Vliet.
WWE. I don't sit there like, you know, I think that Sportswire, it's for everybody because it's, I know people are going to say, well, you cover too much on this platform, wrestling or other places, but I think it is giving everybody as much of a chance. It's the only platform you're going to see the pros and yes, backyard guys and yes, other wrestlers. And I think that that's going to continue. I mean, so I don't think those people will do the same things. I don't think they will.
But
I mean,
I want to talk out of character for a minute because I do gotta go. I don't want
Okay.
to take up a lot of people's time. Look, I'm being honest with you guys. I want to say a couple things and I'm gonna dip. First thing I'm gonna say is
You said that last couple things.
I know. First
I'll
thing
see
I'm gonna
Heshy
say,
here in 5 minutes and he'll stay for Heshy. That's for sure.
Kron, Drago, I want to thank y'all for Rage in the Cage. For real. I love the match. I really enjoyed myself. And for that being my first cage match, couldn't ask for a better two competitors to step inside that ring with.
I had a blast, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, I didn't realize how light you two guys are until I got your ass up in the air.
Hey, just remember, I fucking arrowed you.
But I want to say, for the ones that didn't see it,
I reminded Kron and Drago that you stacked them both and that Dirty's going to face the consequences. I did do my job at least.
I did
Yeah,
remind Tom that I
Dirty.
kicked you in your mouth, just like I said I would.
Okay, by tomorrow. Jake Dvorak,
Dirty.
a funny guy.
it's gonna feel great to make you scream the words "I quit."
It's gonna feel great
Because
to make
then
him
you're
scream.
what?
It's gonna feel great to make him scream. You sick freak.
Yeah, it's gonna feel great to make him scream. But and I'm gonna say it because I haven't really heard anyone, start talking about this for a minute. And I said it like a month or two ago. I'm gonna re-say it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna announce myself for the Rumble at the Rec.
You are.
I'm going to enter the Rumble and
You are.
also defend the United States Championship. So I'm gonna pull double duty again. I'm gonna pull double duty again, like I did back in January. But this time, I'm going to leave as the United States champion, and then I might not even take the world title match. I might go after the Midwestern Championship, take that away from someone that don't deserve it, or I might take that opportunity and have me and you team up to face Soldier Good Pussy and Mr. Parsnips and take those tag team championships away.
What's his name again?
Soldier Good Pussy.
No. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Thankfully, you said that before Heshy comes on.
But
Clapping that.
No, well, it was
But I
unfortunately the
just-
wrong button.
He's clapping that good pussy.
The wrong button. That's the right button there.
But I got a question. James, are we going to see you in the Rumble? Are you going
That's
to
a
bring your
question.
happy white ass up from fucking Alabama?
No, he's gonna be there at Summer Bash,
No
not the Rumble.
comment.
Yeah! James did. James is back. What a response! Yes, thank you, James. What a great response. Boy,
Is that your
is
child? Because it looks like it could be related to you.
Oh, this is about $100 right here in my hand.
back. Yes.
That is
Good.
exactly.
Good.
You
That's
wasted
what we
your
need,
money on
James,
that.
and that's
I'll
what
say
we're gonna
that.
keep. ROEW is going to be back thanks to that. Yes, love those fingers. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell
But-
yeah. Yeah. It's been a crazy episode already. The after party. This is the after party. Yeah, it's getting wild. Thank you, Taxman. I don't know why. Silas Walker says hello. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Anthony, you're always coming up with certainly your own ideas.
I mean,
You're-
yeah, it's called creative control, creative activity. I have a great mind for this.
Maybe you should just wrestle all the matches, you know, have all the segments in IMF, and that's what you like, right? You'd be good at it. You know?
I mean, looking at the card recently, I think I could put on better matches than half the people, especially the people Omen's been facing. Like, Omen needs a challenge.
I think
So,
that
like-
you're gonna.
Like,
I think we've had great opponents. Jovi's been great. Felix has definitely been great. Thank you, Felix.
I give it to Felix. Felix versus Omen was
Congratulations
a
to
banger.
Felix.
Woo!
Yes,
But,
and hello to Remy Roberts, and hello to Brandon, and hello to everybody. It's getting wild.
Jovi, I told you it was the downward spiral of Jovi for the past couple months, and it's been looking the same. Of course, you know what's better in wrestling than when you can't win, you got to go find some.
And he froze because I think
you can't get
karma.
a
There you
victory.
go.
So of course you go ride the coattails of Mephisto. But it's okay, Jovi. You know when
Damn,
you and
you
Mephisto
said you
can't
had a
get a
couple
dub
things to
for like
say,
a couple
Mike.
months, then you can punch one out.
Boy, Anthony, you certainly. I mean, wow, an amazing.
Yeah, you for sure had a couple things to say. Holy shit!
Yeah. It's been a minute. It's been
I
a
think
minute.
it's time
I've
for
been
me
able to do this.
All right, I got a couple more things. All right.
Anthony, I think I'm going to announce my retirement. You can take over every day. You can, you and James
Started
can have
taking
member
over.
back and forth.
Bet.
You can ask
Bet.
James about what he can do in the future. You can talk to all these wrestlers.
Not a damn thing. Not a
You-
damn thing. James ain't gonna do it. Not a damn thing.
No, what do you mean? He owns ROEW. He owns this company, and he's going to make a lot of changes in ROEW. They have to figure it out.
Look. That dude owns the company as much as Vince McMahon owns WWE.
That's nope. No, I disagree with that vehemently, and that's obviously you're going to focus on IMF.
Oh, James, did I strike a nerve? I saw that facial
Anthony, we're
reaction.
gonna
Why don't
say
you come
thank you
up to
very much,
IMF and do
Anthony.
something about it?
We are gonna say thank you.
Come on,
Anthony,
man.
I'm gonna cut the mic. Heshi Tischler's coming on here. I'm gonna cut. So you have anything else positive to say?
Mute.
Anthony, thank you very much. You got anything else? I'm gonna cut you in a minute. You good?
But I'm good.
You good? Now you really you muted
much
yourself.
love to you. The house that is watching, Ox, Felix, much love to you guys. And I'll see y'all in a couple weeks.
Well, you'll be here before the 13th. Thank you, Anthony, very much. I hope that you enjoy it. And happy Memorial Day. God bless you, Anthony. See you. There you go. Anthony Steele, certainly
Comes
very
back on.
memorable.
I have a couple more things to say.
Well, there was some things there that, you know what, leave other companies out of it. They'll figure it out. James, you're doing a great job in ROEW. And I want to bring on my employer here he's in the backstage. We're going to let him talk. And we're waiting for him imminently. He's here. He's trying to figure out, knowing how old he is, it's going to take him forever to connect to StreamYard. No, he's actually going to fire me after that. But Anthony was in rare form. James, I am excited about the future of ROEW. And I am excited. Anthony, you want to? There we go. Now he's coming on. Let's see. Well, let's see here first, Mr. Let me. There you go, Mr. Tischler. Heshi.
Can you hear me?
Now I hear you, Heshi. How the heck are you, sir? I mean, boy. How you been? I reached 1,500 subscribers, and it was important enough for you to show up.
Are you kidding me? I'm so happy as my co-host. I might get some of your subscribers because I only have like
you know
2.
what? I'm going to put the YouTube link up in a minute. I am going to do that. I am going to certainly do that. And Heshi, how you been? And Heshi, I got to ask you. They want to do a roast of me on June 28th. They want to do it in the evening after Shabbos. Do you think it would be a good idea? Yeah, they want to do a roast. I'm sure.
I would like to be there. I could first be the host. And matter of fact, I have a lot of things to make fun of you.
You know what? Before I let you do that, Sean Jovi, I will see you soon.
Yes, sir. Sooner than
By the way,
later.
before you let you guys go.
No, only Jovi's going. You're staying.
Yeah, I'm heading off.
I
Yeah,
just
he-
want to say, I want to say something to all you guys.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
And I want you to know, I've been watching wrestling since I'm a little kid. And
still a little
I
kid,
always wanted to go to a wrestling match. I never had a chance, as a kid. Pop never let us, and growing up, it wasn't allowed. But I'm always excited about going one time. But you guys, you are true heroes. And I know you're going to think of me stupidly talking this. Every day you go out there, you show us how you can fall. You show us how you can stand up. You smile at us. You make us feel better. It's not just the entertainment. You actually make our lives possible to say, you know what, I'll go on. I always loved wrestling since since when did I start watching it? In 1970.
You talked about Bruno
78.
Sammartino on the show with me a few weeks back. We talked about Bruno Sammartino.
Bruno Sammartino.
We talked about Pedro Morales. We talked about Ivan Koloff. We talked about Larry Zbyszko. We spoke about.
But again, I know some of the older guys, but the newer guys, their imaginations are so much stronger, and you keep us up. It's not only me. I have a young boy that had some issues over the weekend. I was telling Tom.
Yes, we spoke about that on the show.
And I had to sit with him in the hospital, and he loves wrestling. And I always tell him, look at those guys. They get beaten, jumped on, attacked. They stand up. They make you laugh. They make fun of themselves. Boys, I'm telling you now, you are not just heroes, because you don't have to be a Superman or a Batman or a Spider-Man. You have to be somebody that gives a crap, and God bless all of you.
Yes, and if you'd like to watch us talk about news, sometimes
God bless
Heshi and
you.
I disagree on politics. Sometimes we agree.
No, we don't disagree. You're
sometimes
wrong. I'm right.
we disagreed on the tariffs. I don't like the tariffs. You like the tariffs. But if you want to check out some of our commentary, that's our YouTube link. We talk about different things. If you want to call into the show Wednesday nights, we're on from 9 to 10, 646-974-1580, 646-974-1581. That's the YouTube link, and people are really excited about what you're saying.
You forgot about email and texting.
JustEnoughHeshi@gmail.com. If they want to come by, 5318 16th Avenue, corner of 54th Street, HeshiTishler.com, and also Green Line Construction, 202 Foster Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11230. Stop by, and Heshi's always there, and we are the Just Enough Heshi Show, Wednesday nights, 9 to 10. And Heshi does not let me do the long intros on there because we only have an hour.
I know. He tries to steal my, I don't know what you try to steal, but you try to always steal my, sensational opening, but it's okay. I love you.
Well, actually, Heshi, I got something for you because, these guys are probably like, why are you here? But actually, it's for a good reason. No. But Heshi, I promised I would give you something months ago. Knowing you probably forgot. But congratulations, you're now in the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame because it's only been like a year ago since we started the Hall of Fame. So
this is good. You better send this to me I want to print it out.
I will. I'll send it to you right when we're off the show. I'll do it to you right there. But I wanted to put you in the Hall of Fame.
I'm taking my LSTATs. I'm going to law school at 61 years old. So if any boys get in trouble, you call your Uncle Heshi. I will be there.
I'll call my Uncle Heshi for sure.
Yeah, definitely. They some of them might want to really call you. Maybe you need Heshi. Maybe you need them. Maybe you need these guys as bodyguards. When you're walking around dealing with the protest on Day Hill Road, when you're out there dealing with Richie Taylor, when you're out there dealing with Richie Barsimian, Dick Ram Barsimian. When you're out there dealing with him Borough Park on 13th Avenue. Yeah, too technical for this audience. They won't know what I'm talking about.
I know your boys are all over the country. But when I get elected this year, I'm going to make a lot of.
You should give them jobs. You could, you know what? Instead of worrying about who you want to put in the city council for staff, could you imagine the unholy Jake Dvorak, constituent services? Omen Black could be your driver. I mean, the underground OG Darkron, he could be maybe your chief of staff. James Taylor, the nemesis, there can't be no other way. He's got to be your deputy chief of staff. How about the Samoan Dragon, your high chief Il Drago? I mean,
I think our best position would be security.
That would be amazing.
I got a question. Why am I the driver?
Everyone
else got the important job.
You don't know
I'm
this,
just
man.
driving.
This man's mouth. He talk about my foot putting.
I'm a fucking muscle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's be real. We're only gonna be any good at a body.
They have like 15 jobs for
Security,
city councilmen.
something.
They have so many jobs in the city council. They get just give them all. Heshi, just don't even worry about me. Give the wrestlers all the jobs. That way they can be happy. You can get finally supervision. You don't have to worry about anything anymore. I mean, just that'll be the way to go.
No, you guys don't understand. You see, we're going into city council to fight a bunch of enemy leftist bad people that are destroying and hurting and killing my citizens. I want to walk in there with 10 big-time wrestling big boys. Hey, guys, here's my army. Now let's go to war.
There you go.
Actually, we're not running a war here. You just get into city council first. Don't worry about those.
The boogeyman of the Midwest supports you, Heshi.
We're taking back this city, and we're going to take it back. You're going to see the right way, and we're not going to let them scare us.
And by the way, if you do, I see Justin Parsley, who does tune into the show. Why is he not here? I don't know. He wants to give you his Hall of Fames. Anthony Finkel, who, by the way, we have to give Anthony Finkel a big plug here, because if I don't give him a big plug here, he's my friend for 10 years. People who really know me, Anthony Finkel's good. He's the one who actually knows where I live for real. Let me give him a little plug. Yeah. He's been here. Well, by the way, Heshi will be here for the roast. He'll definitely be. I don't know about Pitbull number 3. He might have done some things that, let's just say, we can't say on the air. But we appreciate that. But Anthony Finkel, if you need the Trash Genie services, if you need somebody that's going to go out there. By the way, we did an ad for him, by the way, which was pretty cool. We did an ad for him. He's got a band, Rust Eater Band. But if you have trash services and all over the country, Anthony will take care of it for you. He'll clean up the basement. He'll clean up the pool. He's got a band also, by the way. They're working on music. And maybe they'll do music for us, Heshi. Maybe Anthony Finkel will come up with a song for us with his band. What do you think about that, Heshi? Maybe we'll get music from Anthony Finkel from his band. You want a theme song, Heshi, or what?
I want a theme song. I also want to be able to have in the video the wrestlers all around me, you know what I mean, with the muscles. Maybe telling out Heshi or something. I haven't decided. That would be great.
Well, you know what? Maybe would you want to interview them on the show? I mean, they'll come on your show. I mean, I know
people just think that wrestlers jump around and fight around.
Heshi's done that, by the way. Heshi really has done that with people that I don't know if I would have done those same things with, but you've done that, sir.
That's right. We've done it with different people. I want to hear the views of our regular people, wrestlers, baseball fans, priests, rabbis. We've had on the phone, and we just want to hear what you have to say, what your thought. Remember, a great general once said, you know, flag. We serve our country. We don't let people burn it because we are the people. The flag represents the people, nobody else. And you guys are my people, and I'm your people. And I love you guys, and I love you, Tom, and I love your show. And I wish you're gonna get me to one of those wrestling matches one day, right?
We're gonna try. I mean, they don't wrestle in our area, but we'll try to.
I know we can travel, Tom. We got a couple. Get into a car and drive down.
Uncle Heshi, come to Iowa.
There we go. We got Heshi and Tom.
Yeah, maybe if Heshi's coming. Heshi's on Instagram. Check him out. He does say some funny things.
I love this great country. I love every inch of it. I've been from Kansas City to California to the Valley. I've been all over this place.
I'm shocked you've been to Kansas City. We were talking on the show last week. We couldn't figure out where you were in Staten Island.
Well, I get lost. That's how I got to Kansas City.
Oh,
Kansas City was a big Jewish hub in the early 40s and 50s. And I want you to know, I love this land. I was born here. My grandson is going to be. I'm hopefully born. That'll be my.
Please say for the chat, Miranava. I love when you say Miranava.
Oh, I love Miranava. My oldest. First of the fourth generation Tischlers born in America.
Yes, they were born in America. Born in the U.S.
We're going to serve our American. We serve this country from our army. Many of my relatives to serving in the this great place, and I love everybody. And no matter what, even when they come after me and try to kill me, or the Palestinians, they are members. Anybody born here, just that we got to learn to live together. And if not, we will fight back. We will show them. We'll show them that we don't fall down. And when we do, we'll stand up. And me and Tom, we have a lot to do yet in this world, and we'll show them.
We are. And if you do, by the way, Heshi is on Instagram. He will follow you back. He has a
TikTok,
YouTube page.
TikTok, Facebook, and that other thing, X and YouTube. I don't know.
X is a dead platform, but we're on YouTube. You can check out some of our content.
All the cops, that's how they know what I'm doing. The cops follow me on X.
Sergeant Peter, yes, Lenny. Lenny, where is Lenny alive? Did we like say something stupid to Lenny?
No. He's busy. He's busy doing some private security work for.
Oh,
good boy. He's a good boy.
Good.
Ricky
And
Taylor follows me to make sure when I get in trouble, he can come arrest me.
Yeah. Well, Richie, Richie. We're not going to talk about Richie Taylor, Ronnie, because the last thing I want to do is talk about Richie Taylor. But yeah, congratulations to Heshi. Heshi, you want to say anything? I know you're a busy man. Linda's obviously, got a lot going on with you. And also, by the way, all the wrestlers want to send their condolences to you, obviously, on your mother-in-law. It was a beautiful service. By the way, it was a great honor to meet your rabbi last Sunday at the doorstep, but it was a great honor to be there at the services. We've been praying for you these last few weeks. And anybody want to say anything to Heshi before he gets ready to go back and talk to Linda about what bills she needs paid?
Thanks for your kind words and your support.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Heshi, if you ever find yourself, I know you get lost and you end up in Kansas. If you ever get lost and head your way to Iowa, I'll give you a good wrestling show.
I'm coming out there. I'm joking. When I say I'm coming out there. So we have
to remind you. We can talk about it. We'll talk about it.
And by the way, Linda, first of all, it's not the bill she has to pay. She also
I got to make sure I make it to that show.
It's Monday. I need my allowance. I'm broke.
Well, you did suggest that I should give you money last week on the show, so I mean, you did suggest that.
$5. What do you want from me? Wow, you cheap! I just wanted a soda.
Well, you said you wanted a Knish and a soda. That was the problem. You said you wanted a Knish.
Yeah, but I was only getting one thing at a time. You know that. So
yeah, that's true too. Actually, you've lost a lot of weight, by the way. He's lost a lot of weight. Very inspirational. He's lost a lot of weight. So you're no longer just enough weight.
I like being a big boy because, when I went into a restaurant, I didn't have to order anything. The waitresses saw me from across the road there. They came running. They knew that Heshi was going to eat everything twice.
Well, I'm glad that you're obviously here, and I'll give you this when we're off the air, and definitely thank you for coming in because there was some things beforehand we couldn't talk about with you when we do our show, but thankfully that individual who was here decided that they had other things to do. But
I heard. But God bless you. God bless this great country and our great president. And may God, and anytime you guys are in Brooklyn, New York, me and Tom are going to take you out for a corned beef sandwich.
Yes, corned beef for them, roast beef for me, because corned beef gives me a really bad stomach.
No. I thought Tom
said roast beef.
Remember that time?
Oh, yes. Essence Deli on Coney Island Avenue between Avenue L and Avenue K has the best roast beef, period. Has the best everything.
Sandwich named after me, the Heshi corned beef sandwich.
Well, by the way, Josh Bailey and Joe Roses, who were watching this while watching the New York Knicks break their hearts. Actually, they're in the lead. But they are dying to go to Essence with you, by the way. They want me, but what they want is they want me to pick up the tab, but you come with us, which I might agree to it. I got
it. I'll pick up the tab.
No, I got it, Heshi. I got this one, Heshi. I got this one.
I don't know, okay. Tom, I know you won. I love you guys. Have a good night.
Thank you, Uncle Heshi.
I'll see you Wednesday.
Most importantly, my dear children, our soldiers and veterans, always to be respected. And I love this day. That's tomorrow, Memorial Day.
Absolutely, yes.
Fallen heroes, always.
I think about all the time my father's cousin who in the draft for Vietnam, my dad was one number before him and his cousin didn't make it. So if he was drafted, well, Heshi, you'd be talking to yourself with the wrestlers instead. So that's it's a good thing that he didn't
get night, my children.
Thank you, Heshi. We'll see you. We love you, Heshi. And that was Heshi Tischler. And that was interesting. So,
God, he's a cooler uncle than my uncle. My uncle just used to touch me. God.
Well, that might have been some backyard wrestlers you were in a ring with before, or maybe that were on a trampoline. But I mean, that's a different show for a different time.
I don't know. Did you wrestle Big Man Cam Omen?
I don't think I don't think Big Man Cam is on those things. But okay,
no.
Well, obviously that was interesting. We have a couple more guests to bring on here. Obviously, we'll let them share, and we'll get to some more comments. Heshi might show up. We'll talk about that here. We'll definitely talk about that on the show. Heshi doing commentary. Yeah, it might draw some views. Me and him doing
with Tom
commentary.
Bryce.
And say his name. He appears. He did. Sorry, Omen. That glaze was to make up for the other day. Well,
gun. He is.
21 on the live. Well, Heshy Tischler did bring in some views. There's no question about that. He does bring in the views.
Sure.
You know, and corned beef, Heshy Tischler. He loves his corned beef. He does love his corned beef. You know, he does love that. Dakota likes the corned beef. Yeah, corned beef's a great sandwich. Unfortunately, it doesn't agree with my stomach.
Not at all.
No, I can't eat corned beef. I can't eat it. But congratulations, Heshy. And you know, anything else anybody else wants to say here? Certainly on a memorable evening.
It's so sad he was here for a few minutes and he left.
He has to go. The man, he's scheduled.
He's a busy man. He's a busy.
You think I'm busy? Like his schedule is like worse. I mean, it's just for him to be.
I love his energy though. It's
no brisket.
Yeah.
No, Heshy likes brisket. He does like brisket. I don't eat it. I just get a stomach ache from it. But you know, certainly, you know, I feel bad for Remy Roberts or Yoshimatsu Matsuda. They have to follow that up. And we're getting the Cajun Cruiser, Remy Roberts here for a few minutes, TPW. So I didn't know TPW was alive still. I didn't know. I mean, I love Rocky, but I didn't know TPW was still going on. But congratulations. And what brings you here, my friend? It's been a minute.
Ah, man. Yes, it has. So for a short time there, we actually were going out of business. Some things happened with Rocky in his personal life. I won't
see that. Yeah.
Blow out his business. I won't air that out.
Good.
But for a little second there, things were looking kind of grim for TPW. But we're back. We're better than ever. And your boy is the inaugural Change of Fortune champion.
Congratulations. Obviously, big honor. And certainly a lot of big things happening in TPW. And you are there at the forefront.
Yeah, I mean, currently ranked number 5 in the TPW power rankings. Big honor for me. I'm above some guys that have been doing this shit for like 10, 20 something years. So it's a huge thing for me. I don't take it lightly. And ushering in the new era is it's a heavy weight, but I'm willing to bear it.
Would you like to see James back in TPW maybe?
I mean, we welcome everybody. We do a lot of prodigal sons, people that go somewhere else, they come back. I mean, that's more Rocky's decision than me, but hey, if he comes back, I welcome him with open arms.
Awesome. Well, it's great to have you. And if you're here on Instagram, let me give a big plug to Remy Roberts, who's certainly back here on Sportswire. And you got to get the followers up. Your ratio's a little out there. I see. Is that possible? 81 followers, 1,060. I mean, it's great. I mean, don't get me wrong. You got 81 followers, but you got 1,063 you're following. We gotta boost those numbers up there. I mean, I didn't know that can happen, but you've made history.
I'm just for kissing giggles, man. The followers really don't matter to me.
Good, but you've got that championship. It definitely matters, and you know I'm excited about TPW. And yes.
I wish I had a bit more followers to bring attention to this championship, to bring attention to this company. But at the end of the day, man, I'm just here for the fun. I'm here to elevate myself. And hey, if the title comes before the followers, I'm not gonna complain.
That's it. You know what? Can't blame you on that. We're joined by Yoshimatsu Matsuda, who's here for a few minutes. And yep, Yoshimatsu Matsuda is here, and good to see you. And obviously, a rather eventful evening, and you've got plenty to say, I know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I went to Melbourne yesterday. Obviously, I can't go too much into it because I don't want to ruin the surprise.
Yeah,
but
we're going to all be checking out
your
wrestling.
boy went to Melbourne to do some stuff.
Yes, good. We love it.
But I wanted to congratulate you on 1,500.
Well, Omen, you want to
it's an amazing.
Congratulate Omen.
Omen as well. Like, that's my boy at the end of the day. Even though we had some moments last stream, I got to appreciate the man.
Yes.
But no, Tom, congratulations on 1,500.
Solo.
Thank you. We're very kind of you to say that.
Exactly.
Very kind, and obviously we're excited about wrestling. I'll put that link up here for a second, and I know June 28th you'll definitely be here for that roast. I'm sure a lot of people will be here for it, and they're more excited about that than maybe Rad Dad here tomorrow. But Rad Dad, I'm very excited about. Definitely, please tune in for Rad Dad. He's got a lot to say, but you're going to certainly be a part of things, and I'm excited to see what else you have in store, and we're very excited. And Remy Roberts should not say suffering succotash. Remy, I know you'll cut that in a promo, so don't you worry about it.
God.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely that.
Definitely
And
suck that. God damn it. Fucking list.
Otro trago malo mauso.
yeah, I mean, you know what? I mean, maybe. Do you guys want to see Daniel Tafua and Il Drago on the same stream? What do you think about that?
Hey, look. I think we need one guest. Me and my Uso talking for an hour.
One, so yeah, well, I mean, that's also a good point. But yeah, hit the sub button for Wrestling Zero. I see a lot of people here in the chat, and thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I mean, a lot of people have been here throughout the evening, and continue to check out Wrestling Zero. We just had a new episode out, and we have much more stuff out there. You have Omen and Ox love Remy. We love Yoshi Matsuda and Oyabun, and it's great to see we have Jake Dvorak here, the NEW Northeast champion. Could very well be a double champion by this coming Saturday. Please support NEW and put their YouTube link up here in a minute. We've got the Underground OG Darkrai, who I think is still with ROW. They have to find a new place to wrestle because they don't have a ring. And James Taylor, the owner of that, is going to figure that out because he is certainly the man in charge, despite what anybody else will tell you. We got Il Drago, my high chief, the Samoan Dragon, of course, who's the briefcase holder who could maybe cash in on, Owen Black. It is his show. He really wants to fight. He's going to use that for ammo on the June 28th roast. We've got the TPW Change of Fortune champion, Remy Roberts, the Caucasian cruiser. And we've got Yoshi Matsuda. Yes, yes, we're here, and everybody else. And thank you for tuning in. And yeah, it's much love. And thank you, Dakota wants to be here for that. And Ox will not get striked. That's great. I mean, so anybody else does anybody else have anything? I'm wondering, where is Justin Parsley? He was the guy. Oh, I'm going to be here tonight. Where is Justin Parsley? Is he watching the Pacers? Is that what it is? He's just,
Where the fuck is the Spice Rack wrestler?
What did you say again? Can you read that?
Where the fuck is the Spice Rack wrestler?
Whatever you said, I'm gonna leave that at that because that's we'll leave that at that. But
his last name's a seasoning. That's why it's an affectionate nickname that I've given him, the Spice Rack wrestler.
Does he know that though? Because I tend to think with 81 followers, where you may not be as known. We want to get you there, the more followers, but I tend to think that we got
such a big thing. God damn.
I don't know, but I mean, 81 is great, but that TPW championship, I'm very excited about, and TPW is going to have more events coming up. I mean, TPW, we have a card coming up, right?
I want to say the next event is Final Hour.
Okay.
Rocky's still working on the title cards for that. I know I'm facing Soulstar for the umpteenth time.
Yes, I did see that. Yes.
Because
Soulstar.
Why the hell are me and Soulstar always going to be facing each other?
What a great name.
I think you and him are just intertwined, and we're joined by Kyle Shelby, of course. ROEW member James. Certainly Kyle Shelby, I expect to be a big part of things. And I did, by the way, Omen, if I could for a second, and I know that this is a special night, but, Jake and I were speaking a few days ago on Sportswire, and he was talking about Summer Bash. And do you see Kyle Shelby as a potential name at Summer Bash?
I do. Actually.
You do? Great.
It's not that far. He definitely can find a ride from guys from Michigan are coming. So
yeah, you think Jason Storm and Cash Carter and Alex Cross could give him those rides? You think they give him the ride?
I don't think about those guys, but I know maybe a Jacob Collins.
Yes.
Maybe a
Darkrai, the Underground OD.
Maybe a CJ Black. Maybe a JX even.
What do you think about a possibility of, let's say,
maybe even a Kron?
What do you think about an idea of a Jake Dvorak versus a Kyle Shelby match?
He's 3 hours out of my way.
It may not happen, but that could be an interesting match.
Well, obviously, I got to pull for my boy Jake. I got to pull that's one of my best friends.
I agree. I like
Jake,
both.
put your camera on, damn it.
I'm a fan of both guys. I think both guys bring a lot to the table. And D Savage is here, wants to remind you about the unification match that's never going to happen, but he'll be here next Monday to talk about it. That was, wrestlers play ribs, apparently. That's what I hear.
D Savage loves ribs. He loves ribs. When he goes out to Applebee's, he don't go for the half-price apps. He goes for the full rack of ribs.
I don't blame him on that. You know what? I don't blame him on that, actually. That's a good idea. Good for him. That's actually, I would do the same thing. He's got an appetite for destruction. And
broke my heart, D Savage.
That's okay. Well, that was a great song. IMF, and he's been in talks with IMF. It's going to be great, and he can't wait to be there. That's great. I would love to see Kyle Shelby in IMF, and not a chance. Only half price apps. Do they do half price at Applebee's? Is that a thing?
Yeah,
they do.
They got rid of one of their best items during COVID, and unfortunately, they never brought it back. What
was that?
Maybe I'm having a fat guy moment right now, so let me just enjoy this. But their breakfast burger.
What's a Can I ask what's a breakfast burger?
It's just a cheeseburger with just a fried egg on it.
That's it? That's a breakfast burger?
And some hash browns.
What do they call it, like a Benedict muffin or something at McDonald's? What's the difference?
It was the best thing to get at dinner. I swear to God, it was.
It's a breakfast burger. How do you get it at dinner?
That's what they just called it.
Oh,
Chick-fil-A. It's not meant for breakfast.
Chick-fil-A breakfast burger for sure.
No, I think Omen needs to come to Australia. We still got Brekkie burgers.
Here. Thank you very much. And Bren wants to say Omen's knowledgeable about a menu. He's very knowledgeable.
Yeah, Brent, I'm fucking 31 years old. I remember a menu item from fucking years ago. And yeah,
also, what do you think about the idea now, Dakota? This is Dakota's idea about James Taylor and Omen Black, maybe an IMF coming up. I mean, it could be an interesting match. I don't know if that's going to be a possibility. I mean,
never say never, kid. James.
No, I think that could happen anywhere. It could happen anywhere out there. It would be a good match. As a fan, you guys have a lot of history. I mean, James is fired up. He's like, no.
I've seen James bleed before. I've seen it. It can happen. This ain't going to go the way he wants it to go.
Well, I mean, look at time.
That's just the competitive guy in me saying that.
If you have me and Omen Black in a hardcore match, his career will end at Summer Bash.
That's what you say to everyone. Every
It's getting real. It's getting real on Sportswire. It's getting
Sorry,
real.
James, I got Omen for this one.
Because of James Taylor. It's getting out here.
Listen, my kendo sticks alone are taller than you. You're 3'1".
No, he's not. That's not nice.
Okay, 3'2".
Well, I mean, it'd take me half an hour to walk around you, so I guess you're right.
That's the only thing you got to say because you got nothing else to go off.
No, there can be another way here. There can be another way. James Taylor has got 140,000 followers.
No offense to Ox McCoy, no offense to Anthony Steele, because Anthony Steele could tell you better than anybody, and he's one of your followers. The last guy who wanted my old school hardcore, you want a real death match, it'd be me versus you, and
you won't be
the same afterwards. I promise you.
Yes,
I've heard it 1,000 times, James. Not worried about you.
You haven't heard that from me. That's the first time I ever told you, sweetheart.
I heard you say to many people before. Listen, I'll end your career just like that kid.
I'm just saying, if it was hardcore, I'm telling you how it would go down, son. That's all I'm telling you.
Deathmatch.
Make you lifeless and
Hell
motionless, just like the plush you have surrounding your room. Let's be honest,
I would love
James.
to see a death match, but I don't know if you two men could stand afterwards. That'd be a great match. I tell you what, that would be.
I'll walk it out. It'd just be a Saturday for me.
And yes, thank you, Be Insane, for saying please. Yes, civility. We've had an interesting evening, to say the least. We wish all call goers well today. Thank you very much for that. And Joe Starr is going to certainly feel that pain on Saturday instead. Thank you, the tax man. My friend grappling with no trampoline talk here. Obviously, there's certainly the trampoline. That's going to be in a ring. You and I both know that's going to be not in a trampoline. That's in a mat. That match is in a ring, not a trampoline. There's no trampoline match for you and Omen in a trampoline. It's in a ring. That's in a ring.
Trampoline, right?
No. We don't have a trampoline in IMF. We wrestle in a ring. You know that. Palo Community Center.
I got a trampoline right in my backyard.
No, well, there can definitely be another way for that. And, of course, please support ROEW Underground. Check them out on YouTube. Check out NEW. I'm going to put some links up here. And Joe Starr, we're not going to repeat what D Savage just said about Joe Starr. I'll show the comment, but I won't repeat what. Well, how do you know?
Jesus.
Because I've watched NEW. He's not good.
No, he is. Joe Starr. I am a fan of Joe Starr's, by the way. He's a great Joe Starr. I'm a big fan of Joe. Yeah, he has a list. It's an upside down list, but he's here on his birthday.
God, you still have that list?
Yeah, why not? You should have the list. It's a list. It's a list. And Joe Starr will be here on his birthday to talk about it. I hope you tune in.
By the way, Tom, it's not his birthday.
I thought he said May 31st was his birthday. He told me it's his birthday.
I mean, he potentially could have said it was his birthday, but it's in September. So if he said it was his birthday, then I don't know what's his birthday.
He's like 31st is a special day for me. I thought he said birthday.
I mean, like I said, he could have said it, but his birthday ain't till September. I know that for a fact.
But maybe he's celebrating it early.
Maybe he got
I don't know. He's drunk. He's high. I don't know.
a concussion, like he doesn't know who he is.
Well, I hope he has a great birthday. I mean, I'll celebrate it on May 31st. Does he want to? I mean, I thought it was his birthday. I was really under the impression Joe Tar's birthday and it's going to be great. And he's telling me it's not his birthday and he can't speak.
I mean, you still sing happy birthday to him, Tom.
He speaks English. That's not nice. Listen, I have to cut in and say that he does speak English. Joe Star definitely speaks English.
It's just broken.
No, he speaks very good English. I have heard his English. He talks to me in English perfectly. He speaks every time I speak to him outside of Sportswire. It's perfect English. He always talks to me, and I understand him very, very good.
It must be the subtitles you're reading when you talk.
No, we don't do that's wrestling. We do not even in Wrestling Zero. We do subtitles. We listen.
I think I need subtitles whenever I speak.
We don't. Listen. We got the subs in Wrestling Zero. We got it going on here in Wrestling Zero. We got it going on in all these companies here. We don't need subtitles with Joe Star, Yoshimatsu Matsuda, Remy Roberts, who blacked out. Maybe he's change of fortune, but I mean, definitely. Where the F is Justin Parsley?
Who cares?
What do you mean? Oh,
sorry, I was trying to figure out how to say suffer in second.
Oh, by the way, beer. Show the beer for the audience. That's because we don't have that in New York. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Where do you get a beer like that where you are? Where do they sell those?
Any ABC store, alcohol store or a grocery store if they have them.
And what am I looking at? I'm looking, and I'm going to tell you what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the New York Knicks Indiana Pacers score. That's what I'm looking at on the side, because it's right on my side. But is Joe Star getting his birthday gift? Who's up? Knicks by 4. Knicks by 4.
Please don't choke again.
Knicks by 3 now. You'll jinx them. But Justin Parsley's a Pacers fan, so he wants the Pacers to win. So I'm not a Knicks fan. I'm just watching. But somebody's got the briefcase there. Yes. Okay. Well, that's great. And Lordy, what's the Lordy reference for? But I don't know. But you got something to say, James? You want to say something? You want to say something, James? No. No. You sure? What if Jason Storm came on here? No, you wouldn't.
I think James needs a cleanup crew.
Oh, you need we actually do need to clean up the ring in our.
Hey, James, actually, good question. If you need a cleanup crew from a certain part of the world, just let me know.
I'll send you a link. Yeah, who wants a link? If you're in the chat, I'll send you a link. Yeah, you want a link? I'll send you a link. You want a link? Give me a yes, and I'll send him a link.
You get a link. You get a link.
He wants a link. I'll give him a link, D Savage. I mean, I got two seats. I got 2 seats here he'll promote his appearance here on next Monday. That'd be great. Yeah, let me send you a link. Yeah, you got a link. Check your inbox. And James, deathmatch takes a bigger toll after 40. Believe me, you don't want that smoke with Omen. But James, you said you can do it. You said you could do it. What do you think?
Maybe you're getting the misinformation, James. It's not a joke. He's being real with you. You don't want it.
My apologies.
Oh, so no death match then with Omen. No death match with Omen.
Omen and Shiga Survival.
Maybe you can have one with like Dalton Skull or someone, or maybe Aaron Blaze.
Bro, no,
Aaron Blaze is wrestling.
I'm pro now.
Actually, he's got a tough match in his own right. He's in a penitentiary match potentially if he defeats Chase Wakefield. He's got. Well, they wrestle in a cage.
I'm still pushing for that MXW
one by one, and it's anything necessary. It could be weapons, could be a whole bunch of other things.
Street fight match. What?
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. So Aaron Blaze, I think Aaron Blaze got his work cut out. But I would love to see Aaron Blaze and James Taylor in the ring. That'd be a good match. That'd be a great match. I would love to see Anthony Steele and Aaron Blaze in a ring.
I just said I would, and you okay? I'll pull for Aaron then, you son of a bitch.
I would like to see Aaron Blaze and Anthony Steele one day in the ring.
What about Aaron Blaze and Omen Black?
He don't want it.
It's easy work for him.
He's the headline.
Well,
don't want it.
Headline is Omen Black's going to have the edge.
Yeah,
but
the main headline is going to be Aaron Blaze put in the hospital. That's what it would be.
No, I think Aaron Blaze could certainly hold his own. I don't know if he'll win, but he has a shot. I believe in him.
Jake, what do you think?
My money's on Oben.
Thanks, baby girl.
Well, that's nice of you. Who do I have here next? No, we're still waiting for him. We'll wait here, but yeah, it could be great. Anybody else want to say anything here? I mean, anybody else have any thoughts here before we wait for? I guess D Savage and Justin Parsley. Anybody else?
Hold that last
Suffer and
comment.
succotash. There you go, motherfuckers.
I mean, I'm still pushing for that MXW
Why
appearance.
would we do that, you idiot?
Thank you,
Because me and
Stephen
Anthony
Havoc.
on the same team.
Stephen Havoc is here. Thank you, Stephen Havoc, the legendary Stephen Havoc, of course, from RWA, NEW, TF Crew. The man, obviously, we've seen him in Riot in the Ring. Of course, former tag team champion, certainly one of our very good favorites here on the platform. Will be back here this month. Very excited about Stephen Havoc. Stephen Havoc is alive and well, and he is back, and I can't wait to see Stephen Havoc on this platform. He is one of my
He wrestled the
long-time...
famous C2K.
They're two different people. That's C2K is a good man, obviously doing well, doing great things. CBW, I think he's.
I'd say he wrestled them, yeah. That's a lot.
You know what,
Well-
Ron? You know what, Dark Ron? I fail to understand.
Oh, thank God! There you go. Somebody's
I
here.
fail to understand
Thank you for
sometimes how
saving
a
us.
man can
Man.
talk
Thank
so
you. Know
much
what?
trash from
Thank
afar.
you for saving us, man. Thank you. Know what? I'm
Uh-oh.
really the legendary D Savage here, Battlefield Pro Wrestling star. Next Monday is here, 8:00, and he'll give us the 411 here. Thank you so much.
You had me on the bench.
I couldn't see you. It was my fault. I need my eyes examined.
This is the kind of treatment you give me. I'm gonna grace your presence, grace my presence on your show, and you're gonna treat me like this.
What's Omen's show? It's Omen's show,
Oh,
not James.
my bad.
It's Omen's.
Omen, where you
I
at?
didn't- right
There's a lot
here.
of fucking people here, dude.
And I actually have another guest here coming on here, so we'll bring another one here in a minute. But Savage, how you been? Can't wait to see you next Monday. And what's on your mind?
Oh, I just wanted to join in on the fun, dude. Everybody looked like they're having a grand old time. Talk about deathmatch. I mean, ain't nobody more hardcore than me, but just have Jake Matthews. Oh, sorry.
He's Jake
Dvorak.
Who's Jake Matthews? I don't know the person that you're speaking of.
I know Jake Dvorak. I don't know Jake Matthews.
He was when he beat me. He was Jake Matthews. Jake Dvorak. He ain't never.
Did
beat
anybody
me.
ever ask you, Jake Matthews, when you were Jake Matthews, if you related to Corey Matthews?
No.
What about the Marshmallow Stay Puff guy?
Who's the marshmallow guy?
Yeah, the one from Ghostbusters.
But they're not. I don't think his name was Matthews, though.
Stay Puff.
I'm just making jokes.
No, I was actually wondering, Mr. Savage. I know you're a busy wrestler, but are you around June
just got
28th?
done with the show tonight.
Are you wrestling June 28th?
Where?
Would you like to come on Sportswire and roast me for a few minutes?
I'll check my schedule, Tom.
All right, thank you for letting me know.
I can't give you a date right now, so I check my schedule.
I thought I would be very kind and ask if you
I'll
would like
fucking
to
roast
come.
you right now if you want.
Well, but the day is June 28th is the roast.
No, the roast is whenever I show up.
Well, the roast is June 28th, though, because we have a guest and blah, 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 blah. But it's great to see you, though. Let's say hello to some people here. The Tribal Cheese is here. He's here from the UK, and he's obviously he's excited to see us. And I'm surprised he's up at 4:00 in the morning. He's excited to see you. You look good, by the way. Did you get a haircut? Well,
yeah,
he's
I got the sides trimmed.
That's nice of you. That's nice to get. You look fashionable, by the way, today.
Yeah, I can't.
You look
Can't look like a fucking Neanderthal, dude.
I every day look like a Neanderthal. People seem to be fine with it.
I can't say it because the roast is until the 28th. So
You can say on June 28th. I'll be here throughout the evening. I'm sure
He's gonna be itching to fucking pull that trigger. He's like,
dude.
Oh, give him a
It's gonna
sample.
fucking be midnight, and you're just gonna get a Facebook audio call.
But I can't.
He's
I
got
can give you a link. The audio call doesn't.
of roast.
Oh no, it'll be like personal.
Oh, that's very nice of you to do a
Yes.
personal call. But I hope
For me to talk shit the second it turns.
That's very nice of you. I figured I'd be a nice guy and let you show up,
his
and you want to do me an
fucking
audio.
Tom's phone blows
Omen
up.
Black.
Like 10 messages.
Omen, you and I have some unfinished business.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, do we?
Yeah.
Is this
Remember?
real or is this gonna be a rib?
It's a rib.
That's
He's
No,
not.
it's
He's
not.
never coming back.
That's
It's
not
a rib.
Oh,
Come on.
It's a rib.
It can't be a rib if you don't let me say it. I mean, we have some unfinished business. Once upon a time, you and I were going to unify the two most prestigious belts in the backyard underground, but I no longer do that. So, how about at IMF, you get your cage ready, and then whatever belt you have at the time, because I mean, you always have one. I'll come out and I'll challenge you for your hardcore belt, your world belt, whatever fucking belt you got on your home field.
This
I
is
like the
definitely
home
a
field
rib.
term.
Yeah. So
100%.
What are you eating, by the way?
chicken.
Ribs.
No, he said chicken, not ribs.
Ribs.
Thank
Ribs.
you, by the way.
Oh,
Carolina
ribs.
Trampoline Wrestling. Thank you. I do support trampoline wrestling, so please, we're not going to go there. But thank you. Ox trained in 2005.
Why ain't Ox on here?
He said he couldn't make it. He said he couldn't make it.
He's a little
He's
intoxicated
shy
right now.
He's shy. He's a shy man.
Shit, I was born in 05. God damn.
You don't look a day over 19.
Damn, my son was
because
born
I am
in 08.
I turn 20 next month.
Oh, happy birthday. Have a great I'm sure we'll put you on for your birthday. It'll be a great episode, I'm sure.
Is it actually your birthday though, or are you Joe starring us?
I really thought his birthday was May 31st. I really thought his birthday was May 31st.
Well, you thought wrong, my guy.
I did. I obviously I need my years checked.
Only Joe Star I know had a bizarre adventure a few years back.
Do you know Joe Star though? Chances are probably not, right? You don't think you know Joe Star? He wrestles
this guy.
Like I said, the only Joe Star I know had a bizarre adventure that was animated a few years back.
Smart.
I say. Well, lucky you, but his mouth runs worse when he's drunk. I don't think he's drunk. Is he drunk?
Yeah, he is.
He's drunk on
He's
being
life.
smart. He's playing
He's
it
a little
smart.
fuckered up right now.
He just retarded.
He's drunk on life.
Kicked off the show.
No, we're not kicking anyone off the show. We've got a lot of people here. We thank them for being so kind to spend
the R word, but I like rocks.
What's that?
I'm not retarded, but I like rocks.
Well, I mean, nobody's retarded here. We have no retarded people here. We have all good people
man.
Here. You know, we thank everybody to be
I
here.
know I can
JoJo,
be a bit messed
Bizarro
up.
Adventure, JoJo. There's JoJo Swila. Isn't there JoJo Swila? You know who that is? The pop star?
Yeah, we unfortunately we all know who she is.
Thankfully, someone's going to save me here. My friend, the host of Grappling with Canada, the Taxman, Andy. It has been like 4 years. I don't think we've met. Maybe we did meet once on video. I think we did meet once on video before. I think. And you're here, and you're going to save me, thankfully, for a little while here. And how are you, my friend? It has been a minute, and thank you for joining us.
Well, thanks for the invite. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm not with my usual audio setup, so.
No, you sound great.
I hope you can see me behind this logo. But
you sound like a million.
This logo here, we got a bunch of Yankees in here, so I feel like we need a little bit of Canadian spirit. Don't tariff me, by the way. I hear tariffs are a big thing.
I'm glad you said that because I actually said when Heshi Tischler was here, I don't like the tariffs. He loves the tariffs. I think it's a stupid idea, to be honest. I'm sorry to tell anybody. I'm not a fan of the tariffs. My mutual fund definitely took a hit, but that's okay. I can still live. But the rest of the people,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
it was a wonderful day here in Winnipeg. I was finishing up my yard work, following along with the stream. I'd never seen so many promos and matches made on a Sportswire show, so I've been loving this whole thing. And once again, Reverend, congratulations, 1,500 is awesome, dude.
You know what? I got you because you know what? You're only 6 subscribers away from 1,000, and I want to make sure that you get 1,000. Sorry, 700. 700.
I'm inching my way there. Yeah.
All right, so let's get him to 700. I got a bunch of people here in the chat. Do me a favor. Andy has got. He's actually done some really good. Like we're talking stuff with like Ivan Koloff, Adrian Adonis. He's done stuff with Andre the Giant in the past. Like really, like if you think about an investigative podcast, like this is kind of the one that you would look for here. You got a bunch of different content here. I'm telling you. I've played it on my internet radio station, sportswireradio.org, and I've played it for years. Roddy Piper was here on this podcast before. He did a documentary journey on Abdullah the Butcher. A lot of great different people, not just Canadian wrestlers. It's an amazing podcast. Dino Bravo, around the time, I think, at Dark Side of the Ring. Go out there and hit the sub button for Andy the Taxman, and I promise you'll definitely get something you'll learn from. So, yeah, get the sub button there, and yeah, when are you doing more podcasts again?
Well, I have a few have been in the oven. what's the old saying? Life gets in the way. So I had to take
I should know about that, but I just love being on sports. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what? I love doing the program, and I'm happy to be starting to get back into it. So I do have a couple in the can. I have a couple of different ideas, including one with yourself, Rev. I know we talked before, and we still got to make that one happen. But
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, looking forward to.
If you ever want to, by the way, if you ever want to talk to some wrestlers, D Savage is pro wrestler now, Battlefield Pro Wrestling. Jake Dvorak wrestles in a bunch of places. Darkron's also a podcaster now. He's going to take over for me when I'm done. He's the Underground OG. James Taylor's got 130,000 followers. Definitely, you won't just get a big hug from him. You'll definitely get a whole story about his amazing career. Omen Black, I mean, this man, it's his platform, really. I'm just on it. And you got Remy Roberts, done a number of things. And, if you ever want to talk to some wrestlers, I know you do a different type of podcast, but you're always welcome to talk to these guys. I'm happy to help.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. No, like I said, I've been loving tonight between the promos back and forth. Looking forward to the roast.
Yeah,
looking forward to the roast.
Yeah. You got to show up for the roast. You know why? Because there's a special thing with you. Because you know me before all these Hollywood wrestlers, these big time athletes, these superstar guys. You know me when we just had the little radio station. We were putting stuff.
Whoa! Not a little radio station. Come on now, don't sell it short.
Niche. I mean, we had a niche. We do. We play some shows, but like. You know me, with BC Hunter, Wrestling with the Truth, all these little shows we had.
All the OGs, yeah.
Yeah, we had a little thing, for those that don't know, it's on the bottom. I would play different people's podcasts. I would pay for all the radio stuff. I would put it up. I do the editing, and we play it. We're actually on the radio now, and Andy knows me from 4 years ago when we didn't have the flashy videos and the big lights and all these big fancy guests.
And the big stars. Come on now.
Yeah, we did have Rhino on here. I'll give you that. We can say Rhino's name. I don't know about number 3, but we can say Rhino's name still, Savio Vega. But you had some good names. But I think you should be here for the roast on June 28th. Unless you don't have daddy duty or something. You should be here and roast me. Come up with a few.
Yeah,
jokes.
that's always the. Can we fit it in between bedtime?
I'll be honest. I'll probably be here for 3 hours. I know with that show.
Yeah, I'll make it work. Absolutely. I'm joining that one. That's going to be an awesome time. Yeah, absolutely.
It'll be fun. It's good to see you. And also, let me say hello to people. It was harsh. Well, the tariffs aren't really.
Oh, I didn't mean to say harsh. Sorry.
It's okay. I have
we're just having fun.
And Zilla, you could come on Sportswire. I think she could talk. She could definitely talk. Who else we got here? Kiara says goodbye. Thank you. Have a great night. Goodbye, please. Justin Parsley's not showing up because his Indiana Pacers lost. He's probably moaning about that. But
yeah, he's probably crying in a corner.
He's crying. He's crying me a river. Just like a Justin Timberlake song. Maybe. By the way, I love. Just some people are talking America, Canada. I just want to let you know I love Canada, and I love our friends across the northern parts of the border. I love Canada, and I want to say I am very appreciative of Tim Hortons. I'm very appreciative of syrup. I'm very appreciative of hockey, and I love the great place Winnipeg, Manitoba, by the way, which is, by the way, the home of Chris Jericho and so many other great people. So, just want to say thank you. Don't listen to some people in my chat. Yeah, don't listen to some people in my chat, Mr. Taxman. I am a big fan of Canada.
No offense taken on my end. And I do want to just a quick sidebar. So obviously I love America. I love being there. There's such a great feeling, but I had a hockey tournament back in March in Grand Forks. And we had a bunch of guys bail on the team because of the whole tariff Trump thing. I won't get into all that.
So I put out as I said, my host, he was like, "What's the matter with you?" And I'm like, "No, it's not a good idea." So yeah, I know what you're saying. Trust me.
Yeah.
Democrats.
So
Republicans.
I ended up putting a message out in Grand Forks, and it had 3 American players actually join our team for the tournament. It turned out to be 3 of the nicest people I ever met. It was awesome time. So I got a lot of love for all my American brothers, man. You guys get a lot of shit, and a lot of you don't deserve it for sure. And people, I think a lot of you are just misunderstood, especially on our side of the border, right? This nonsense in the media and whatever. Like, don't worry about that. Like,
that's what people do.
Real recognizes real. So I just want to say a big shout out to all you guys.
People don't listen to Duncan's better than Tim Hortons. I love them both. I just want to say I love them both. Who did I vote for? Let me look at my ballot. Let me go find my ballot and tell you who I voted for. Timothy Titans here, by the way, the Indie Vision Wrestling podcast and promoter himself. Maybe he wants to book the Taxman on here. And yeah, it's so great to see you because you know me when I had no subscribers. These guys are all on here, and you knew me when I literally had like no subscribers. That's why it's like I like seeing a guy like you and Randy Dillon, another Canadian, was here yesterday, and like you're one of the OGs of like the real OGs of sports. But when it was like, I had to convince you to come on to the show. I convinced you to come onto the station. I was like, hey man, I saw your podcast, I liked it. Would you want to, play it? You were like kind of like skeptical, and you did believe in me, so I really appreciate that.
It's not the not believe in. It's like, okay, what's he about? And then I started to understand what you were trying to do.
He's freaking out.
Yeah, then he's totally out. No, just kidding. No. Once I realized what you're about, what you're trying to do, it was a no-brainer, and I was thrilled, and still am thrilled to be a part of it. And that's the reason you have the success you've had. That's why you have the tremendous guests you have tonight, and that's why you've also had matches made. Death matches, pros, and whatever on the program tonight. So,
yeah, I mean, you know what?
You deserve it, bro. You deserve it, brother. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you know what? And I know there's guys in the pros here, guys in the underground, guys, I guess the backyard in between. But I try to give everybody a shot. I really try to, because there's people out there that have stories, and I kind of believe in that. I mean, some people would say maybe you shouldn't do that. Maybe you should stick to one avenue, one lane. But I don't stick to that because I always believe in giving people a shot because I've always been a fan of the underdog. You know what I'm saying? Like growing up, I was always like, I know people would say, well, now he's really Hollywood, but like, I wasn't, I was the underdog growing up. So I do believe in some of these guys. Maybe they're on a trampoline. Maybe they're in, a ring. But I believe in that. I believe in promo wrestling. I believe in deathmatch, underground, the pros. I really do like, I believe in everybody. I just, that's just my habit. Like Heshi was on here, and like we are, like full disclosure, we're both men in the community. Like I was at a thing yesterday, and the lady was like, I'm the one. I always donate to the church. I always donate to the people if they're sick or something. So like, so I believe in that. Some people, Savage will tell me what's wrong with me for putting this guy on, or somebody else will say what's wrong with me for that guy. No, you just come back at the roast on June 28th. Don't worry. You'll get me on the roast, but like that's just how I am. I just, I'm open-minded, to a fault. I mean, maybe to a fault, but I will believe in that, like anybody else, so great. I mean, it's great. Does anybody else want to say anything? Because
guys, I did want to let you
know. Yeah, well said,
bro. Going soon. I have.
Thank you, Remy. I'll let you run. We'll bring you back on soon. Thank you.
Oh, Remy, before you go, you got to flash that title, though.
Huh?
Before you go, you got to flash that title so we can see it proper.
Yes.
There you go, brother. There you go.
Thank you, Remy Roberts. Please give him more followers. He's at 81. Let's get him to 82 tonight. Thank you, Remy. And thank you. Great work. Yeah, that's great. Remy Roberts. Definitely excited to see him. And thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. Anybody else like to say anything?
I'll say something, I guess.
Please do.
You're pretty adamant about not being roasted tonight, saving it for the 28th, but here you are just letting shots rip, huh?
Yeah.
Because, you can guys give it back to me. It's okay.
You need to do something so he has a clip to tease the roast.
Well, people forget. What's today, May 25th? People forget in 5 weeks.
Nobody forgets. I'm just counting down the days.
The internet's forever, brother. Come on now.
I'm aware. Trust me, I'm aware. I have some episodes on here that I have like probably 150 episodes on Sportswire. Could I have a do-over on those? And they're from like, ex-backyard companies, or should be.
Oh, my God. One of my favorite ones I go back to watch.
Oh, God.
Every once in a while.
Oh,
Unfortunately, it has...
Which one is it?
Chris Craven in it, but the one with Gunshot.
Oh, yeah. That's
whoa.
Man, I go back every once in a while.
There was a backyard wrestler whose name is the Anarchist Gunshot, who you know, was a nice guy, nice young kid. And there was another guy that was here, you know,
That's one way to say it.
nice
Yeah,
kid.
sure.
Another guy, you know, obviously, you know, fellow. I'm not going to say anything further than another fellow that was here. And, you know, they had a memorable back and forth. And, I mean, it was memorable, I'm sure. There's a lot of memorable moments like that. There was another guy that was on here. His name was Silver Wolf. We're not going to repeat it. There was another guy that was on here. What Xavier Thorne? I think he's trying out for AEW. I think at this point. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of other, you know, infamous names on here.
See, you made him leave. You made him leave with that comment.
Yeah, he's
He'll
like,
come
what?
back. He'll come back. He's a journalist. He's an actual journalist.
Xavier Thorne.
Xavier Thorne. He was in like TBW.
The dude with the fucking 5-inch fingernails.
No, he was the guy that went on here. He was the guy that he was the guy that had to do a number 2 on Sportswire. Like, let me go. I got to go do a number 2. He did a number 2 on air.
Oh my god!
Legendary.
Yeah.
He's definitely AEW material, my guy.
Well, he's training, and I do have another guest here. Thank God, I have another guest here. So thankfully, we have more guests. And people just want to hang out. I'll, you know, apparently, Jake Dvorak is telling people I'm going to do a 24-hour show today.
We're here to support you, Tom.
No, you're here to
I'm going to bed.
Yes.
I don't give.
This is your night.
Well, you want to go to bed before you go to bed. Before you go to bed, I have someone that wants to say hello to you.
No,
that says they're a big fan of yours.
I swear to God, I will not come next Monday, and I won't
I
be
would
here
love
for the
to
roast.
see you.
It'll be
Is this
one
somebody
less,
I know?
Oh, you're not going to miss the
It's
roast.
going to be one less subscriber. I swear to God.
I think I know who this is. Probably
I swear to God.
Savage, you know. He probably.
I swear to God.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, come on. You know, I let people say anything about me, right? And you left. No, he'll be back. He's a nice guy.
Oh, sad.
I don't know.
No, he'll be back. And that's okay. Andy, we'll see you next time. Don't worry about it. His computer crashed. We're going to go through. I'll tell you who I think before you say to him, Tyson Spade, I'm really disappointed in tonight. Justin Parsley. That's the guy I'm really disappointed because you know what? Maybe you know what, Omen Black, you were right about Justin Parsley all this time. Maybe James
Maybe
Taylor
he
was
had
right
to do
about Justin Parsley
karaoke or
all this
something
time.
tonight. Maybe he was busy.
Maybe Chase Wakefield, Jake DeVore, all these. You know, I should have listened to all these guys about Justin Parsley because I was the one sticking my neck out for Justin Parsley for 2 years when he was in a company that I won't say names. Always stuck out, and I said, "Now Justin Parsley's my friend. He's great in the ring. You should all use him and wrestle him." But he's not here. He's the whole monitor of this platform. I mean, I'm really Tyson Spade. You are a good friend, and I'm gonna give you the floor. Because you're my new hole monitor. Tyson Spade, you're going to be my new hole monitor now because I'm disappointed in Justin Parsley. I want you to be my new hole monitor. You look a little bit like Justin Parsley. You got more hair, thank God. And you've beaten Gabe Sayers.
I have no idea what's happening. My boy D Savage left. We were going to do a rematch. Fuck, I have nothing to say, man. I guess I got to go find D Savage.
You could do that. Well, he left. Okay. Well, I think it's time we're getting ready to close the show soon because I think it's time. I don't think there's much more unless Justin Parsley's showing up. Where is Justin Parsley? Actually,
Well, Tom, do you want a sneak peek?
No sneak peeks right now because this is not. I know with no sneak peek of anything. I want. Yeah, I got you, but no sneak peeks. But definitely, we'll have you back on. We'll definitely have June 28th. We'll figure out how all these people show up here. But let's get to people here for final words. I'm going with James Taylor first, who I'm very excited about. Austin Edwards is here, BYCW from Wednesday. We have a lot to talk about there. You know you're going to be brought up there with that. I know ROEW Jacob Collins is rescheduling here. He'll be back. We have a lot to talk about there. And James, I want to give you the floor. And certainly I am so happy that you are here because there could not be any other way without you here because you have been one of those OGs of this platform. And I want to say thank you for being here and thank you for being a friend. I pass the floor off to you.
Well, Tom, first and foremost, it's a pleasure to be here. I thank you for letting me come on here. 1,500 subscribers. It's a huge milestone for any YouTuber, for any podcaster, for that matter. So you're doing a hell of a job, and you're going to keep doing what you do. Thank you for always having us on. A lot of these guys get their opportunity to have this platform to be able to speak their mind and to promote their product. And I've always stood behind that. No matter who you are, everybody deserves a chance. But if they flake, that's on them. If they do succeed, and there's a lot of guys that have succeeded from being on this platform. So my hat's off definitely to you and everything that you do. So thank you so much.
You got it. And by the way, our friend the Taxman, he got 9 subscribers tonight. He got 9 subscribers. How awesome is that? He got 9 subscribers for being here. Guy, really, what an awesome thing. Thank you to everybody here in the chat for making that happen. That is so cool. 9 subscribers there. So you the man. Thank you, Andy. Let's talk off the air. And let me go to my underground OG Darkron, my legendary Darkron, a man that I love dearly. And, so glad you're with me. And, thank you for being one of those, when I do think about the core that were here 2+ years ago, I always say it's you, your brother, who your brother never shows up here. That's okay. I don't want to get your brother mad. You, your brother, Jason Storm, CJ Black, James Taylor, Anthony Steele, despite some of the things he went off the rails on, Omen Black, Soldier GP, I know he's got his own issues with Omen Black right now, Justin Parsley, who I'm very disappointed in, and Sean Jovi, and Nicholas Crenton for honorable mention. Those are like my core people that have been here. So I'm so happy that you're here and, everything you're doing. And please check out Darkron on his YouTube page. I'm going to put that up here in a minute, and let me pass the baton off to you to give you some final words.
Well, Dom, we're here to support you and the 1,500 subscribers, which you've definitely earned each and every one of them. And
well, maybe
you get, and like when Omen and Soldier brought me on the platform, we excelled, and that's due to you. I mean, being along.
Well, they were the ones who said. I remember Omen said on the phone, we have a thing going on with Darkron and Matthew Forsaken. Do you want to bring them on? And they were like, I was like, yeah, why not? And the rest was history.
Yeah, and I mean, all we've done is gone up from there. And look where we're at. We have this huge community. Like, I've met so many people. I went through what I went through last year, and I had most of my support through this community and you. So thank you. Thank all of you guys. And I look forward to the next year.
Absolutely. No question about that. And hit the sub button for Darkron. You'll see more of his podcast out there. Please check it out. You will definitely want to see the Dark Chronicles. And I see some people here like Jake Dvorak. I see James Taylor for episode 2, Yoshi Matsuda, all these great people. Bring them on here. Yoshi Matsuda, let me pass the baton to you. Let me give you some thoughts, and we'll give you the floor, and I'll put Wrestling Zero's link up here in a minute.
Thank you. I want to say thanks to not only Tom, but everyone in the industry so far that has given us such a great welcoming into the community. I never thought being in Japan, doing what I've done, getting to the point where we can actually have a global outreach to the point where most people know our name. So I want to thank everyone in this call, everyone that's watching. Thank you for everything you've done, everything you've contributed to the success of not only me, but Wrestling Zero. I know a lot of people, here or there, we have our disagreements, but at the end of the day, I still respect all of you as sportsmen. I still respect all of you as human beings. At the end of the day, it's just business. We all do what we have to do to succeed. And we're in the call with the Mount Rushmore of pro wrestling, I think. Underground, professional. These 4 men have shown that they've done great things in their own right. And not only have they helped build Sportswire, they've helped build a community around it. So thank you to everyone involved.
No question about that. And well said. And hit the sub button for Wrestling Zero. And I sent Soldier the link like an hour and a half. Maybe, Omen, he's bothered by Omen. Maybe he and Justin are, maybe they're crying a river to each other. Maybe they're, listening to that song over and over. Maybe they're listening to that
left
song.
me on my own.
That, and Drago did say he had to go. I'm, Omen, I gotta say before I let Jake say once, I am disappointed in Justin Parsley, though. I am disappointed in that fellow because, I know you and Soldier got your issues, but Justin Parsley was the one. I'm gonna be here. Yeah. Where is he? I'm disappointed.
I'm disappointed too.
I know it's kind of hard to pitch the roasts more when.
Nah, you know what? No more roast. You know what? There's no roast. Justin Parsley.
The roast is canceled.
There's no
Parsley.
More. There's no more. You know what? I am quitting.
Other news: Trick Williams, the new TNA World Champion.
I didn't see that, but you know what? That's really wow. I mean, well, and Zilla brings up something about Il Drago. Oh, well, he's here, and we thank him. Jake, let me pass the baton to you. Let me give you some final words. I'm going to put NEW's link up here. We're very excited about Insanity Calamity, you and Surge, one more time. please, everybody, check out NEW. Let me pass the baton to you, my friend, and give you some final words.
Well, there's no way I'm going to be able to top what everyone else just said. So
try anyway.
Thank you, Tom. I appreciate everything you've done for us as a community. And congratulations on reaching this milestone. I know 2,000 subscribers is right around the corner. And I'll be there for that one, too.
And I'll be there definitely this Saturday. I admittedly fell asleep and watched the rerun. I had a long I had to mail a package out, admittedly, but that's a long story, different time, different show. But hit the sub button for NEW. I'm very excited. We have Joe. I thought it was his birthday. I'm gonna still wish him happy birthday next Saturday. I'm gonna wish it to him. He said he talked to me for 2 months about this. I think he mentioned his birthday, but maybe he was pulling a rib on me. And D Savage, I hope he comes back next Monday. I was really looking forward to talking to him. So hopefully he'll want to come on here still. But definitely check out NEW, and I know we'll all do that. You are going to get the last word again, sir, Omen Black. It is your platform. Really, these people are all congratulating you. And I want to give you these final words tonight. And anything else you'd like to plug, share, or say, sir. And congratulations to you.
Thank you. I know I did all the work by myself. No one helped
You did
me
all
at
the work, man. You did the
good.
yeoman's work. You did the work. You definitely did it.
I'm just that damn good where I got IMF, what subscribers they're at, and now Sportswire. I'm just so talented, and I'm such a great guy. I'm kidding, Tom. But you know what? I want to say congratulations to you in Sportswire for 1,500. You know, like Jake said, 2000's right around the corner, and I doubt in no mind by the end of the year you'll reach 2,000.
Who knows? Listen,
but
I'm happy with what I got right now.
I want to plug, I'll say it correctly, unlike Anthony. So June 13th, we have the biker show for the Chosen Few, and all proceeds will go to charity for veterans.
I support that. I will be donating a ticket to that. I do support our veterans. Go ahead.
And then the 14th, we're back in Palo for a Rumble in the Wreck.
Okay. We spoke about that. Yep. I knew that.
Unfortunately, I'm facing that coward piece of shit, Damian Saint. I'll wait for the beep. Go ahead. There you go.
You're welcome.
And then July, we have we have a bar show back in Palo, and also we have Summer Bash.
Yes, we do.
I'm super excited for that. I have the chance to host it at my house this year. And I'm just happy IMF management's going to allow me to do that, because they were going to want to do it back in Palo, and I was like, no, I can host it and save some money.
And hold a lot of the tradition with it too.
Exactly. You can't camp out in the community center in Palo. You just can't.
Yeah, I've seen Jovi's vlogs, and I even think you couldn't do that. I've seen his vlogs. I watched them, and that ain't happening.
Vlogs of Summer Bash last year were it's a pretty good look at just us hanging out and having a good time.
I did enjoy it.
And I get to remain ramp champ, because there's no ramp this year's Summer Bash show. Again, I'll be champion once again. Kron, you're welcome.
Joby definitely got the style points though.
But did he get the championship then? I don't think so.
No, he got the honorable mention.
Oh, silver medal. Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. We give medals.
Donnie was going for the silver.
Hey.
Well, I mean, that's, I'm sure, a topic for a different time. But yes, we're very excited about the 13th, the 14th. I know we're all back here on the 12th to talk about that. We have Summer Bash, which we're going to be talking a lot about before that. We have June 28th, and we're going to be very, PG for that. We're going to be, I'm telling you, very PG for that. There's going to be a lot of this, still a lot of, I'm still going to do it, but I'm going to let it slide, certain things, but you will do it. We'll figure out, Heshi said it was all right. So he's probably, knowing Heshi, he's going to remember nothing about this conversation except that roast on Wednesday. When I show up,
too. And I want to say early happy birthday to Joe Star. I know it's coming up soon.
I really thought his birthday. I really thought his birthday was. I thought I was friends with him. I really thought it was his birthday. I mean, boy,
it's coming up really soon. We all know it, and we all got it written down on our calendars.
Happy birthday!
Oh, I hope he has a great birthday. I hope he enjoys it. I like Joe. I mean, poor Joe.
Yeah,
but,
Summer Bash 3 this year in Iowa. Can't wait for it.
I can't wait to talk about it. We'll see who's showing up.
And again, if anyone wants to show up, the invitations for everyone. You just got
And
a message.
Omen's, there's
Myself.
no battle royal on Omen's trampoline. We're not. This is Summer Bash. We're not doing trampoline
We
wrestling.
destroyed the thing.
When I said it last night, I wasn't making a rib or a joke to anyone. If trampoline wrestlers want to show up, there is a trampoline. Like I'm not making a joke to anyone. Like it's available.
Okay. Well, I mean, obviously, we'll find out. We'll certainly see what the future is for that. I know we're excited about Summer Bash 3, and I remember like yesterday, Summer Bash 1. I remember talking about Summer Bash 1, and now we're talking about Summer Bash 3. I also want to give a big plug for Jake. UWF coming up, match with Tank. A lot of people talked about my reel on Instagram. Thank you, everybody, for that. I want to plug Yoshimatsu Matsuda Wrestling Zero. Everybody's excited about that. James Taylor, ROEW. James, you better find something, period, for ROEW to wrestle. You better do something there with that. And that includes Darkron, because Darkron's your right hand man. You better certainly do something good for him, and you on the clock for that. And it's Omen Black show, and who the F is Justin Parsley? We're not saying that other word, but who is Justin Parsley? I don't know him anymore. And thank you, Taxman Andy. And
he better be in a fucking coma or fucking dead.
No, it's really because his Pacers lost. I'm not even a Knicks fan. It's his Pacers lost. I don't know who's the king of the trampoline. I appreciate Carolina Trampoline Wrestling for being here. I love all the wrestling companies. Thank you, Yoshimatsu Matsuda, for tuning in and leaving. We love Wrestling Zero. Yes, happy early birthday to Joe Starr. Yes, that is. I'm going to remember that the day I die. But we'll see everybody tomorrow. Rad Dad Bradley Belmont is here. He'll be here at 8:30 tomorrow. Some of you will be talked about. Some of you won't be. Summer Bash is July 5th to July 6th, like last year. It was after July 4th. We'll have everybody here on July 4th. And Carolina Trampoline Wrestling should be there. Anybody that would like to be there, let these guys know, and I'll help you get there. And thank you so much, everybody, for your support. I appreciate people being here for 5 hours in these last 2 days. And I appreciate all the guests, all the wrestling companies being here. And you might want to look at tonight's episode and get a fact check on one guest. I'll let you go with that. Not Anthony Steele, but, we'll see about that later on. But, hey, look, things happen. What do you know? But, thank you, Yoshi. We appreciate you very much. And we look forward to everybody coming here tomorrow. Monday, like I said, is Rad Dad. Godric Sandwell is here Tuesday night, 9 o'clock. Excited about that. BYCW in the house. James will be here. Very excited about that. Austin Edwards, who's the next Goldberg in BYW. We've got also Trailer Park Wrestling is here. We have Ramrock on Thursday. And Friday, Sammy Nothing of DBW. Boy, you really get like the whole food group on Sportswire. You literally, Parsley came. No, Parsley didn't show up. He didn't show up.
I came.
Parsley didn't show up. Parsley didn't show up. I think that who is Justin Parsley? That's what I want to know. Who is this guy? He's the hall monitor. His responsibility was to show up here. We wouldn't have had the problems. We wouldn't have had to. If he would have did his job, we wouldn't have had these issues.
We've had a lot of people come on Sportswire tonight. We had the Pitbull 3. He came on Sportswire.
Well, that might be one. Might want to redo one
many times. James Taylor came on Sportswire. I came on Sportswire.
We had Rennie Roberts who was here. But all right, I think it's time to let people go. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm going to see Mission Impossible tomorrow in the morning because there can't be no other way. And I'll definitely give you a big hug if I think it's good. But we definitely roast me on for that joke.
Go see Sinners. I'll say that. Go see Sinners.
Yeah, go see Sinners.
I got it. You know what, Sinners? I don't think it's playing where I am, but I'll take a look. But thank you, Yoshi. I'll see you soon. Thank you, everybody. Hit the sub button for NEW, ROEW, Darkron's page. Hit the sub button for Wrestling Zero. Hit the sub button for everybody else that is here. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on the number one global radio station, the Sports Radio. We're all